Sport.
I'm Ben Fletcher. Good afternoon. Michael Carrick and Manchester United are ironing out the finer details of the imminent interim manager's contract. United We Stand fanzine editor Andy Mittens told talkSPORT his aims and objectives are clear.
Everything until the end of the season to get the team back into European football. But I cannot pretend that it's edifying at the moment. Sunday was a disaster for Manchester United. Really, really bad result.
We're expecting confirmation this afternoon. Darren Fletcher, we're told, is believed to have turned down a backroom role, but Jonathan Woodgate, Johnny Evans and Steve Holland are set to join him. Carrick's first game in charge, a home Manchester derby, live on talkSPORT on Saturday lunchtime. Mikel Arteta says Arsenal will continue to manage Kai Havertz's minutes as he continues to soldier on following injury. The Gunners boss says his striker is showing signs of robustness.
Yes, obviously we missed him a lot. A year is a long time in football, but as you said, the way he's come back, he looks really fit, really confident. He's such an intelligent player that straight away he's someone that connects with the players really naturally.
Arsenal go to Chelsea tomorrow, live on talkSPORT. Next, we're told that Eric Dyer's been offered to West Ham, who are considering a loan deal. Dyer's under contract at Monaco until 2028. Meanwhile, there are fears Lucas Paquetá could try and do an Isak and force his way out of the club. He's thought to want to move back to Flamengo. And Team GB is targeting between 4 and 8 medals at this year's Winter Olympics. Paralympics GB are aiming for between 2 and 5 in Italy in March. There's more at talksport.com.
talkSPORT. News.
A cowboy roofer has been jailed for 13 and a half years for killing a mum during a police chase in Staffordshire, and Trump tells Iranian...
Quick Fit. Drive away happy every time.
Rain clearing in the north to leave some sunny spells, cloudy and wet elsewhere.
Hello, good afternoon. Welcome to Drive on talkSPORT with me, Andy Goldstein. I've got the flu. I should be in intensive care, but you know what? I'm here because I'm hard as nails, and Darren Bent's here as well.
It's Darren here, by the way, Darren Bent.
Just said that. You all right, DB?
How are you, mate? You all right?
Why are you gone for the headphones?
No, because I ain't got my ones out yet.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah, I'm not ready.
Not ready. I'm ready. So let me tell you about our show. And by jingo, we got one for you today. We'll hear what the Barnsley gaffer had to say about Szoboszlai after his mistake led to a goal in the FA Cup last night. We're also discussing sporting directors after former Norwich chief Stuart Webber said managers and head coaches are no longer the main man at football clubs. But are they? We'll also get Bentley's top 5 talking points from the weekend's action in his tea-time takeaway, and with cup-tied Semenyo allowed to play for Man City in the League Cup semi-final on talkSPORT tonight. What is all that about? We'll be asking whether the rule change is a good thing or a bad thing. All that plus, yeah, she'll be joined in the studio by our mate, the voice of boxing. Lots to talk to him about. Adam Smith will be with us in about 25 minutes' time. All that more coming up in today's Drive Time show with me, Goldstein, him, Ben, and you. Pick up the phone. Be part of it. I dare you. 03717 222344.
And of course, it's the boot room, and I have a peach of a chat for you today. It's about boots.
Oh, yeah, about boots. Good afternoon, one and all. Good afternoon, Darren Bent. Now, I will apologise for my voice. It sounds a little bit flu-like. That's because I've got a little bit of a flu. Well, quite a bit, actually.
Yeah.
You can probably hear I'm all bunged up and all blocked up. But, you know, I'm a fighter. I'm a superstar. I'll go on. I can't.
What? Superstar?
I can't let...
Geez, all right.
I can't
again,
let
yeah.
all the housewives out there down that listen to this.
You're a superstar. You put yourself in that bracket.
Thanks, Benny.
No, you said...
No, cheers, man. How nice is that? Starts a show like that. How nice is that? That's why I love you.
Yeah, you put yourself in that bracket. Superstar.
Oh, you got to, right? You got to. Would you say I'm not?
No, I'd say you're a superstar. I'd say you're like...
Oh, yeah, I know. Superstar, mate.
You're like a, you're like a star.
I'll take that. I'll take it. Any letter on the alphabet, A-list, B-list, C-list, I'll take any. Z-list, I'll happily take that.
Yeah, you won't take Z.
I don't want to be on the list, if you're truth be known.
That's a lie.
Someone said no, it's not. Someone said to me the other day, would you ever do SS? Whatever it's called.
I'm a celebrity.
Yeah. No.
No, I'm a celebrity. SS, who dares wins.
Yeah, I think you've got to be a certain level to be asked, right? And I don't consider myself that, but I'd never ever do.
Yeah, I'm telling you now.
No, I'd never do that.
You are that. No, you wouldn't do it.
No, I wouldn't.
But
I don't think so. Okay. I think there are household names that are on it.
Nah, man, I've seen some right donuts on there.
Oh, thanks very much.
So you'll get yourself on there.
Oh, right.
You know what I mean? Jack
Coming out now, the donut, Andy Goldstein.
TikTok stars and that.
What? TikTok stars on SAS? They're not at that level.
Yeah. So you get yourself on there. Shout out to TikTok stars.
I don't watch telly anymore. Do you watch telly?
Never.
I don't watch telly.
Never.
I just don't watch it. Unless it's football on.
What have you been watching? Because I've watched 2 series over the weekend. So I watched His and Hers on Netflix.
I need to watch that. Is it good?
Very good.
Out of 10, you finished it?
Yeah, very good.
Out of 10.
A good, strong 7.5.
Okay, that's good.
Right.
That is good.
And I watched Red Eye season 2
BBC,
with Martin Compston.
Right.
It's good, that.
I need to see that.
Yeah.
Okay, you're ahead of me. I've just finished Mad Men, all 7 series.
I've been telling you to watch
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
Oh, you give it a 10 after you
10 out of 10.
poo-pooed it the first series.
I did poo-poo it. I tell you what, Mrs. G, by the way, surprised me. I don't know if you can remember, but the whiskey glasses they use with the silver rim around the top.
Yeah.
When we finished the last episode, she went into the kitchen, bought out a couple of whiskey glasses, exactly the same. I was like, oh, that's unbelievable.
That's unbelievable.
That is unbelievable.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Because you don't deserve that.
I mean, buy me the whiskey as well, though, right?
See?
That rules out. One minute fill it up with orange juice. Do you know what I mean? Go and get some.
Empty glass.
No, there was whiskey there.
What was it?
Although
they weren't 18.
You know, I don't know if people are aware of this, but Darren Bent bought me a very, very, very expensive bottle of whiskey for my birthday, like ultra expensive.
Yeah, and then drank it.
And then drank it himself.
And they continue to send you pictures of it, going down.
Keep saying, I'll bring half a bottle in if you want. I'll bring a quarter of a bottle in if you. And it's terrible, mate.
I had nothing else in the house. I looked at it and thought,
it's my birthday. You've drunk my birthday present.
I haven't drank it. Still some left. What I'll do is I'll refill it for you.
With what?
12.
I'll take that now, actually. I'm running low. Right, we've got lots coming up on today's show. We'll talk boxing with Adam Smith.
Someone's right here.
Oh, go on.
Yeah, but Benny, is he ever well? He's always poorly. You are always poorly.
I'm not. Do you know what? I'm never poorly, actually. I don't know who said that. I'm never poor. I'm never well. I'm never poorly.
You are.
I don't have days.
You had a cough. But a
cough came.
There's always something going on.
No, there's nothing going on.
So there's nothing wrong with your voice now?
Yeah, but currently there is. For a lot.
You had a cough for like 2 years.
You cough? No, as in cough. As in cough. We both looked at the producer. Could we get away with that? And we did. We've got boxing chat a bit later on, but let's jump straight into today's show because Liverpool, they're through to the FA Cup 4th round after a 4-1 win against Barnsley. It was a game you heard live on talkSPORT last night. But did Szoboszlai disrespect his opponents?
Adam Phillips is trying to burst through the midfield of Barnsley, only for... to give the ball away, and Adam Phillips picks the ball up after a massive mistake by Szoboszlai, who fell over the ball in his own 6-yard area.
And it's like one of those you think, come on, don't take the Michael.
That's literally what it was.
Yes, it was.
It was taking the.
I don't think he does that against Chelsea. I don't think he does that against Arsenal.
You're talking about Dominic Szoboszlai?
Yeah, that was a little bit disrespectful. I don't think he messes around with the ball like that in the 6-yard box in a big game. So, unbelievable for Philo, but a little bit disrespectful from the player, I felt.
I have to admit, I was quite surprised to hear that comment. Liverpool, they're into the 4th round of the FA Cup after eventually getting the better of Barnsley last night. But, as you're aware, the story of the game came when Dominic Szoboszlai backheeled the ball in his own area to allow Barnsley to get back into the game and make it 2-1. Liverpool gaffer Arnie Slot spoke to talkSPORT after the game. He responded to the Barnsley gaffer, Conor Hurahan, claiming that Szoboszlai was disrespectful.
He can choose his own words. I think we showed a lot of respect towards the FA Cup and towards Barnsley by the team we played and the team that was on the pitch in the end. So, we're living in a free world. Everybody can use his own words, and if he wants to say this, he can. I wouldn't go so far, but it's up to him.
I have to say, when I watch a game of football, I judge it by what I see. I make my own mind up.
Yep.
And then I sort of look at what's happening around it, be it a sending off, a yellow card, an offside or whatever. When Szoboszlai did that, there wasn't one part of me that went, he's done that, but it's a bit disrespectful. I just thought, he tried to be clever, got caught in his own area, paid the consequence.
But you know what, my only thing, and Hurahan's probably right when he said this, right, is that it is a little bit disrespectful because I'm telling you now, Szoboszlai's not doing that against Man United.
See, look, it's really tough for me to argue with you. You've done that. You've been there. I haven't.
I'm telling you, he's not doing it against Arsenal.
But are you telling me that when you're on the pitch, you in a millisecond, you're aware of who you're playing and whether or not you?
Yeah, of course. I mean, sometimes you play against lesser opposition, and you're winning as comfortably as you see it. You do start to take liberties a little bit. Like you see the flicks and the tricks come out against lesser opposition sometimes. But there's no one on the planet with Szoboszlai's running the ball across his box against Arsenal, City. Usually, run across his body, clear it, get rid of it.
But there have been mistakes. I remember John Stones went through a little period where I think twice in a matter of about 3 weeks he got caught doing a Cruyff turn in his own penalty area in the Premier League. Right? It does happen. Big players do.
Yeah, but that there's Szoboszlai. That is trying to backheel it in your own box. You're running the other way and trying to backheel it. It's a little bit.
Is it disrespectful?
A little bit. It's a little bit disrespectful, but if it comes off, I haven't got a problem with it. But my only thing is, I know for a fact he's not doing that against in the Premier League against better opposition. He's just not doing it because you get caught, you get punished, big consequences. He probably knew that. Listen, by the way, his goal that he scored was incredible. Szoboszlai's goal, wow. Regardless, we've got more than enough to beat Barnsley, and that's no disrespect to Barnsley, but Liverpool is better. But when you do that and you get caught, it does look a little bit.
Isn't resting players disrespectful to the opposition?
No, I mean,
but it is, right?
Yeah, but there's a bit of a difference between game management and giving people minutes than trying to do a back heel at the edge of your own 6-yard box.
I never saw it like that. It's only when it's been pointed out and I've seen all the madness.
I'm just saying he wouldn't do that against Arsenal, City, Chelsea. He's not doing that.
I find it very difficult.
Not in that manner. No way.
I find it very difficult to imagine that in a split second he's made that decision to do it because he knows who he's playing.
He's not thinking that, but my point is he's gone through his thought process in terms of why he's done that. He's gone, I'm going to go for this now. But in the game against the top level opposition in the Premier League, Champions League, he'd be thinking, get across the box, get rid of it. He's not thinking, I'm going to backheel it. No way. Not there.
Okay. We'll take calls in it, shall we? 03717 223344. Reminder, we've got a big game of football later on. Sees Newcastle against Man City in the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. The first time we'll have team news ahead of that game. That's, as I said, live on talkSPORT. But we'll start with that question about Dominik Szoboszlai. Was he or was he not disrespectful by attempting the old back heel last night? 0371.
If it comes off, people go, lovely.
But I didn't see it was a magical trick. What was he trying to do?
He's trying to back he's running in his own box, his own penalty box, and it's just to backheel it to the goalkeeper.
Yeah, I've seen it before.
No, you haven't seen that.
I have seen it before.
You haven't.
Okay. I don't think it was. You think it was?
Yeah.
03717 223344. Pick up the phone and have your say on Dominik Szoboszlai. Was he disrespectful or not?
If you are what you say you are, a superstar.
It's like me, innit, Jack? Superstar coming into work 'cause I'm ill. Huh? Did you have a lot of days off at school? Were you ill at school?
Ill?
Yeah.
I'm sure I would have been at some point.
Oh, okay. I can't talk to you when you mean that.
No, but you asked me about, was that in
No,
school?
but some people, they go, do you know, I never had one day off when I was...
Yeah, how can I remember that?
I never had one day off at school.
That's a lie, but you did.
That is a lie. I did have a few,
lie,
but not a
see?
lot. Not a lot. No,
Yeah,
not a lot.
I can't remember that many.
I was good. Did you go to school?
Yeah. Pardon?
No, because when you're a young footballer,
Yeah. No, I left school
you then
early.
get.
I left early, yeah.
How old are you?
I was still 16, but I left not that long before the end of term, but I left early, yeah.
Well, like 1 hour.
No.
Okay, you can go at 2.
Couple of months, maybe.
What time did your school finish? This is nuts.
I want to say 3:15.
That's exactly when mine finished. Kids now, mate, 4:30.
Mate, my kids, sometimes my kids finish at 7.
What are they doing?
Like, there's activities and stuff.
Okay, yeah.
And on a Saturday as well.
Oh, that's school should
See?
never be open on
Right?
Saturday.
But my boy is like, he wants to go to school on a Saturday. Work that out.
Yeah. Does he have to wear school uniform?
Yep.
No.
Yeah.
6 days a week?
On a Saturday.
Do you have to pay for that?
I hope not. I'll find it at the end of the month when I get the invoice.
Right, still to come on our show. We're going to be joined, excuse me, in the studio. Excuse me, by the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. How ironic is that? Just quickly, Michael Carrick has agreed to become Man United's interim boss. Former England coach Steve Holland set to join his backroom staff. Conor Gallagher has been at Spurs to complete a medical today ahead of a £35 million move from Atletico Madrid. I think that is an absolute bargain.
Do you know what? It is a bargain, but I do wonder why he's gone there, not Villa.
Well, because
right.
It's the paying terms. So Atletico wanted all the money up top.
Yeah.
And Villa wanted to spread it out over like 2 or 3 windows and wouldn't have that.
Yeah, but Conor Gallagher could just go, well, I'm not going to Tottenham.
He could do that, but I'm guessing he wants to come home.
Yeah, but I would have probably just... Something would have been done Villa, because Villa at the minute are flying.
Well, they can't spend the money, right?
Wow. Okay.
Right, time now for this.
Shootout Showdown on talkSPORT with Enterprise Rent-A-Car. Here for it. Book now at enterprise.co.uk.
Back to the phone lines in a moment, because each day this week on talkSPORT, our friends at Enterprise Rent-A-Car are giving away an incredible prize where you can win a pair of tickets to a UK Europa or Conference League game of your choice, complete with travel and a generous £1,000 in spending money. Join us now, randomly selected from all of our online entries, is Graham and Anthony. Let's say hello first to Graham. G-Dog, how are you?
Afternoon, guys. Very well, thanks.
Good, thanks for coming on. Are you good? Are you well?
Yeah, fantastic.
Okay.
Doing well today.
Good, you stay there. Let's speak to your opponent, Anthony. Hi, Ant.
Hi there, how are you all?
I'm good, I'm very well, thanks for coming on. Let me explain to both of you exactly how the game works. It's a bit like a penalty shootout. You'll take it in turns to answer 5 multiple-choice questions each. If we're still all square after the 5 questions, we've got a tiebreaker to decide today's winner. Okay, Graham, does that make sense to you?
Yeah, perfect.
Okay, stay there. Anthony, you good with those rules?
Yep, all good.
Okay, good. Right, I will start with Graham. He's on line 1, so that will be me. Bentley, you'll be with Anthony. Okay. Graham, are you ready for question number 1? Good luck to you. I must take your first answer. Here we go. You ready?
Yes, I'm ready. Thanks.
Okay. Who won last year's 24-25 Europa League title? Was it Manchester United or Spurs?
Spurs.
Is the right answer. Well done to you. 1 out of 1. Okay. Let's see how Anthony gets on, Benty.
Right, good luck. Who won last year's 2024-25 Champions League final? Title, should I say. A, PSG, B, Inter Milan.
PSG.
Correct.
It's the right answer. It's 1 apiece. Right, back to Graham. Graham, question number 2. Liverpool have won how many Champions League titles? Is it 4 or is it 6?
It would be 4.
It's the wrong answer. I wish it was only 4, but it's 6. So you've got a chance to take an early lead, Anthony.
Okay.
Man United have won how many Champions League titles? 3 or 5?
3.
Correct.
Is the right answer. Okay, you've got a lead, albeit slender, but still lots of questions to go. Right, question number 3, Graham. In 2013 Europa League final, which Chelsea player scored a dramatic 93rd minute winner against Benfica? Was it Ivanovic or Lampard?
Ivanovic.
Is the right answer. You pull one back. Okay. Next up is Yuan. Here we go. Question number 3.
Who scored West Ham's winning Conference League title goal in their 2023 final against Fiorentina? Was it Mikel Antonio or Jared Bowen?
Bowen.
Correct.
Correct.
3 out of 3 for Anthony. Well done to you. Right, question number 4, Graham. You need to get this one. Which manager led Manchester United to the 2017 Europa League title? Was it Jose Mourinho or Sir Alex Ferguson?
And Jose Mourinho.
Of course it was. Right, 3 right out of 4 for you, but
correct.
The right answer, 4 out of 4, which means to have a chance, Graham, you need to get this right. If you get it wrong, you're done for, okay?
Okay.
At the start of this season's Champions League, Bayern Munich won 3-1 against Chelsea. Who scored Bayern Munich's final goal of the game? Was it Harry Kane or Luis Diaz?
Harry Kane.
It's the right answer. So 4 out of 5, but currently on 4 with his 5th question to answer is Ant. So Ant, get this right, you've won, okay?
Okay.
Here we go. Right. Which player was named the UEFA Champions League best player for the 24-25 season? Was it Ousmane Dembele or Bukayo Saka?
Dembele.
It's the right answer. Well done to you. Congratulations. So well done to you, and you've won that amazing prize, including a pair of match tickets, transport, and £1,000. How easy was that?
Thank you so much. That's awesome. Fantastic. Great for a rainy Tuesday as well, isn't it?
Yeah, you're a Man United fan, so
I am, yeah.
I don't know what game you're going to go and see.
I know.
Who are you going to take with you, Ant?
I don't know. I'm going to have a few mates calling me up shortly after hearing this. So, yeah, looking forward to it. Thank you so much.
Our pleasure. Congratulations. For every winner, there is a loser, sadly. Graham, commiserations. Thanks for coming on, pal.
Cheers. Okay, thanks. Well done.
Have a lovely day. Have a lovely day. There you go. If you'd like to take part this week, get your entry in now at talksport.com/win. That's all thanks to Enterprise Rent a Car. Whatever it is, they're here for it.
Shootout Showdown on talkSPORT with Enterprise, official sponsor of the UEFA Europa League and UEFA Conference League.
That's good, isn't it? Usually when you have a competition, like you win and then you come back tomorrow, you come back next day, you come back, and then Friday you win, but you just won. Grand tickets.
Beautiful.
Happy days. Good luck to
Congrats.
a couple of contestants. Right, let's go to the phone lines. We're taking your calls on Dominic Szoboszlai. Was he disrespectful, attempted a back pass? Would he have done it in a big game?
What a back pass?
Well, what was it, step over?
No, back heel.
Back heel. Chris is a Liverpool fan. Hello, Chris.
Afternoon, boys. How you doing?
We are great.
We're good.
How are you today?
Yeah, not bad, thanks. Appreciate taking the call.
Our pleasure.
I actually think, looking at it, I actually don't think he was even going to try and play a back pass. I think he was trying to drag the ball back with his foot and then move it forward, because I think it was actually, even with a little bit of a back pass, it was quite close.
But would he have done it in a big game is the question.
No, because at the end of the day, players like to do different tricks and flicks. I mean, it's just like saying, say Szoboszlai would have turned around and nutmegged him in the box and then ran away with the ball. What are you going to say? Oh, that's disrespectful because he's actually nutmegged the player. I mean, at the end of the day, he's actually tried a bit of a trick. It's not come off.
Well, do you know what it is? I think it's the opposition though, because as you just said there, Chris, like if he'd have nutmegged the defender and run away with it, everyone would be applauding him, saying that's a great bit of skill. But the fact of the matter is, he's not doing that against City or Arsenal or Chelsea or any of them top teams.
Let's quickly take one more call. I hope I'm going to pronounce your name correctly. Malingo, is that right?
Yes, it is. Yeah, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm coming from a different angle here. Darren Bent says he showed disrespect just by that back pass that didn't come out nicely. If that happened against City, they would have said, well, he's being foolish. But with a smaller team, no, he's showing disrespect. And yet, Liverpool fielded a very strong team, which showed respect to Barnsley, and yet other teams made 8 to 10 changes. Isn't that disrespect to other teams? So I'm trying to balance where we're at now. Just that the back pass didn't come out right, it doesn't show that there was disrespect there.
Yeah, but Malingo, he's not trying that against the top teams in the Champions League, the Premier League. But he's trying that against a lesser side because
if he tried that against City or Arsenal, and then Arsenal scores.
Yeah, but he wouldn't. That's my point.
Different.
Yeah, but he wouldn't.
It wouldn't have been. No.
But that's my point. He's not doing that against those sides. He's just clearing his lines. He's not going to try and attempt to do a back heel against Arsenal at the Emirates the other day. If he's in that position, he's not trying to do a backflip in his own box in case Arsenal score. He's just not even going to attempt it.
Okay, hypothetically, if Arsenal scores, what would they say? They would describe him as foolish, isn't it? Because it's Arsenal.
I get that. I know, but I understand what you're saying. But my point is, it's a non-starter because he's not doing that against Arsenal. He wouldn't even try that against Arsenal.
But the lack of respect, where does it come from? because Liverpool had a strong team compared with other teams in the team.
Oh no, Arne Slot picked a team that he felt would beat Barnsley, and that's fair play to him. But in that particular moment, I thought
he showed respect.
Yeah, Arne Slot did, but Szoboszlai didn't.
Milingo, can I ask, do you think he would have attempted that in a Champions League final?
There have been moments in games in the past where people do foolish things.
I know, but do you think he would have attempted that in a Champions League final with a minute to go?
To be honest, I don't know.
Okay.
But I know he's not. I know 100% that he's not.
No, he's not doing that.
And you know that as well.
He's not doing that.
Of course he's not.
But mistakes, I get what Malingo's saying. There have been lots of errors by defenders in front of goal.
I'm not saying that, but in that particular moment, when you're playing against, if Liverpool are playing Champions League, Premier League, top games, he's not doing that. He's just getting rid of it.
Okay. Still to come, we'll be joined in the studio in just a moment by the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. But first, it's time for No Googling. And after Xabi Alonso was sacked yesterday, we want to know who's the last manager to take charge of more than 30 Real Madrid games and fail to win a trophy. That's a great question. Who's the last manager to take charge of more than 30 Real Madrid games and never win nothing? The answer to that and loads more coming up live and drive on talkSPORT in seconds. Boxing chat with Smudger after this.
Fancied having a beer in the stands while watching your team at the Emirates, or at Anfield, or at Stamford Bridge? Well, this season you actually can. Drinking alcohol in the stands at Premier League games may still be illegal, but the Women's Super League is doing something different, and here's how we got there. Back in the 1980s, football had a serious image problem. The sport was plagued by violence, pitch invasions and beer-fuelled chaos. Then, in 1985, Margaret Thatcher's government stepped in. They introduced the Sporting Events Control of Alcohol Act, banning alcohol in view of the pitch across England and Wales. Since then, many fans and clubs have called for the law to be relaxed. But despite attempts to change things over the years, authorities just haven't been convinced fans can be trusted. But in January 2025, something did change. The Women's Championship, now called the WSL2, launched a trial allowing fans to drink in the stands. The reasoning? Well, fans at women's matches tend to behave differently. Less aggression, more family-friendly vibes. As a result, select WSL and WSL2 stadiums are now allowing fans to drink alcohol in view of the pitch. It's been a landmark move showing growing trust in fans and recognising that women's football is building its own culture. So could the men's game be the next to leave the 1980s behind? Well, maybe, if fans can prove they can handle a pint without pitching it at someone. Yeah, don't hold your breath. Until then, it's Bovril all around. Cheers to that.
Don't talk over it because there's a gap coming up and you'll sound like an absolute idiot if you do.
Don't go to the comeback.
Before the break, I asked a question. Who was the last manager to take charge of more than 30 games of Real Madrid and not win a trophy? Do you know? Do you know?
One day?
I'll tell you one day, yeah. I'll give you a clue. What do women wear when they go swimming?
Bikini.
That's his surname.
Bikini.
Yeah. Yeah. And another, when you trip over, what do you do?
Fall.
Yeah, but
Bikini fall.
No. That's the first word.
Bikini fall's the first word.
No. Bikini's his surname. Fall is his first name, but not
Full bikini.
But not fall. Fell.
Fell bikini.
Yeah. And it's not a woman that fell. It's a
man.
So man.
Man fell bikini.
Yeah. Any idea?
No.
Smarter?
No.
Manuel Pellegrini.
Manuel Pellegrini.
Still to come, we'll be asking if managers are still the main men at football clubs. But first, of course, you've just heard him speak. It's time for this.
There's a real feeling that this is the best versus the best.
White's lost control. White has lost control completely.
How many more do you want?
This is The Voice.
Yeah, it's time for The Voice, our weekly feature where we're joined in the studio by the legend, the voice of boxing, Adam Smith. Take a look at the week's biggest stories. Smudger, how are you?
I'm good, how are you? It's wet out there. It
is wet out there.
It is. It's wet and windy, so it's nicer to be here in the warm studio with you two legends.
We don't know. What's your favourite
weather?
Season?
Favourite season? I like autumn. Autumn's nice with the colours. I like summer, obviously. I think we all do. I like them all. I'm just happy.
I don't like summer when I'm working.
Why?
Because when you come to work, right, it's do I take a coat, do I wear shorts? Then when you're in, it's aircon, it's like a bit cold. Then when you leave, it's like it's dark, so it's cold, but it's...
Well, it's not dark, is it, when it's summer?
Okay, forget the dark bit.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Midsummer and all that. Benji, are you one of these people that wear shorts from sort of March to October?
Do you know what? My legs don't get cold, so I could wear shorts any time of the year.
That's absolute garbage.
I can
wear
do.
them tomorrow.
All right.
All right. I bet you don't.
Can I wear 3/4 lengths or it's shorts?
I'd rather you didn't, unless it's 1986.
And I've got some cool ones. Yeah,
No.
I'll wear 3/4 lengths. I guarantee tomorrow, it'll be on his website. If he send me pictures tomorrow night, Benny, got some 3/4 lengths, you know, these are quite nice.
I did text Benny about 6:05 this morning going, you got these trainers?
Yeah.
Even though it's 7:26. I thought, what is going on?
On the school run. It's on the school
7:26?
Oh, it's before the school run.
Jeez.
All right. But
Sorry,
anyway,
Smudge.
thanks for your quick answer. How are you, Smudge?
I'm good. I've just got back from Germany, from Oberhausen, which was brilliant. I hadn't been there since the late 90s when Mark Prince fought for a world title. Other German shows, yes, but Oberhausen's particular place, no. And Agit Kabayel absolutely sold it out to the rafters. It was packed. 13,000 in there. He could have sold it 2-3 times. I mean, it's an unbelievable atmosphere. You know, the Kurdish fans as well as the German heritage that he has. Undefeated, of course, now in 27. Really exciting heavyweight. He's marketable. And there is a real reignition, I think, in the German market, which Queensberry have seen. And it was, George Warren said it was the best atmosphere he'd ever been to. I think...
Oh, my goodness.
I think it was certainly the best I've been to in Germany. And it was fabulous. Honestly, unreal.
I mean, Caballero, you've spoken about him before, Smudge, you like him. But now he's calling out arguably the greatest boxer of our generation in Usyk. Do you think that's a step too far yet, or do you think now he's ready for it now?
It's not a step too far. I thought he had a rough first round against Damien Niebuhr. Maybe the pressure of the homecoming. Maybe he hadn't warmed up, but Niebuhr was right on him in the first round. I know Lawrence Okoli, who was ringside Tony Yoka, were buoyed by that, by seeing maybe some vulnerability in Caballel. But the thing about Agit is that when he gets going, he's got momentum, he's got body shots, he's got a really aggressive style, but he's clever with it and he's quick. And I think, look, he got the job done in 3 rounds, slightly early stoppage, but the writing was on the wall. Another victory for him. And I think, look, Alexander Usyk is, of course, looking for an opponent. We've heard Deontay Wilder maybe in America, but why not? In the summer, huge stadium show in Dusseldorf or one of the other brilliant places in Germany they've got. Abbott's got the fans. Agit's a phenomenal seller of tickets. And Usyk, it'd be brilliant to see him in Germany. And I think I think Caballel deserves his opportunity.
Give him a chance, though.
You'd have to have Usyk favourite, of course, but Caballel undefeated and he'll be unruffled and he'll go for it. And Lawrence Okoli wants to fight next, but there's all sorts of ways he could go. He could fight Daniel Dubois, he could fight Tony Yoka, he could fight Fabio Wardley. There's so many different chess pieces on the heavyweight board, aren't there? That you could put them all together. You could have Wardley against Chisori, you could have Dillian White coming back, you could have Fury against Caballel, but they know each other. Wardley against Italma doesn't probably work because of Ben Davison. There's so many different ones that are possible. There's about 15, 20 heavyweights who could all fight each other. But Usyk's the best.
Yeah.
Let's move on, talk about someone else that's the best at their division at the moment, Dalton Smith, because he became Britain's latest boxing world champion with a win over the weekend. I think it was in Brooklyn to claim the WBC super lightweight title. Were you as shocked as most people were with not necessarily the victory, but the manner in which he won the fight?
Firstly, I've got to say I'm absolutely thrilled for Dalton Smith and the whole Steel City gym. He is the most dedicated, honest, down-to-earth professional you'll meet. He's done everything right. I first met him in the amateurs. He was winning youth tournaments, signed by Matchroom, British, Commonwealth, European, did it the old-fashioned way, and he's done it the quiet way. He's humble. You'll find him in corners with other fighters. They've got a really great camaraderie. Sonny Edwards was out there, Liam Cameron, Ed Hardy. Just brilliant to see Dalton go over. Was I shocked by the manner of victory? Absolutely. Did I think he could win it? Yes, I did think he could win it. I thought he was a better fighter than Matthias. I was worried about him getting the decision over there. Enemy lines in America on a not a Matchroom show, maybe wouldn't get the nod. However, what a start. And the fact that he took the fight to Matthias and beat him at his own game, that's one of the great wins. And I know Eddie loves to say that was the best ever and all that, but it was. You've got to rate that up there as one of the great wins of a British fighter on foreign soil. You know, you look back at John X. Tracy against Jose Napoles, Lloyd Hunnigan's victory over Don Curry. And yes, Don Curry was a pound-for-pound great. Of course, Matthias is not that. But the manner of victory, like Kell Brook beat Sean Porter, like Tyson Fury beat Deontay Wilder second time. These terrific performances that stand out from British fighters going to America into their backyard. He took over New York, and Dalton Smith was fabulous, absolutely brilliant. And you know what? The big talk, of course, is Adam Azim, right? When are they going to meet? That's the rivalry we want to see.
Did you hear Frank Smith on our show yesterday?
No.
We asked Frank that question, and he said that the gulf between the fighters is just too big.
Yeah, he's not on his level, he said.
Well, Adam hasn't had the opportunity yet, right? He's much younger. Dalton is ahead of him, no question. He's ahead of him. He's got the world title. Adam probably needs, he's fighting at the end of January. He probably needs to get hold of another world title belt, and then they meet maybe in 6, 12, 18 months. But they could have a trilogy, these two. They're both terrific guys. They've both got different styles. And I love the fact that Adam came straight out and said, wow, what a performance, Dalton Smith. You've done it for Britain. I thought that was really graceful of him. And it's a great rivalry that could be like a Froch Groves, could be like a Eubank Ben. They're both great fighters, but Dalton Smith deserves the credit this week. I thought it was terrific. I was with Darren Barker in Germany, and we were talking about it beforehand. Darren, he was voted Hall of Fame for Matchroom in the awards, which I'm so pleased. Darren's a great guy, and he was right by me in Germany with Barry Jones, and we were talking about Dalton Smith, and Dalton has done it, and he's done it for British boxing, but more importantly, he's done it for himself. And as he said afterwards, he's just an inspiration to any young sportsman or woman that's got a dream, and that's what he's done. He's just done it the right way, and I am thrilled for him.
When you look at Adam Azim as well, he's only had 14 fights. How long do you think it's going to be then before he is ready for Dalton Smith?
Look, Adam has to get the win at the end of January. He got the IBO belt. He's done nothing wrong. He's undefeated. He was great again on the Eubank Ben 2 card at Tottenham. I think, look, it's a packed division, the super lightweight brigade. But Adam is good enough to win a world title, in my opinion. I think he's very, very talented. And he's got a really different style to Dalton. But what you saw with Dalton is the ring IQ and the jab and the lovely sort of boxing technique he has sort of went out the window Saturday night. And he got down and dirty and he showed that he could fight in enemy territory aggressively, showed a terrific chin, and hey, he's going to be a problem for a lot of people now, Dalton Smith. So yeah, Dalton has got that edge now, but Adam, don't write him off. Adam Azim's a great young talent.
Talking of great young talent, Moses Atoma's fight has been moved, so we'll talk about that when we come back, and we've got some big fights as well coming up. So more from Adam Smith in just a moment. A reminder, this Friday you can watch Alexis Roca against Raul Curiel. Their first clash ended in a draw. Now two elite welterweights run it back in a high-stakes rematch for bigger fights in 2026. You can watch it this Friday only on DAZN, and don't miss DAZN's packed schedule with fights every week, including the blockbuster Ring 6, Lopez against Stevenson. That's on Jan the 31st at Madison Square Garden, and kicking off February with Nick Ball against Brandon Figueroa on February the 7th. More from Adam Smith right after this.
Boxing update on talkSPORT with DAZN, the global home of boxing. Sign up now at dazn.com/boxing.
Drive TalkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. Adam Smith, the voice of boxing, is alongside us. Still to come, we'll be asking whether it's fair that Semenyo can play against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup tonight. Of course, he's already played in the competition and got beat with Bournemouth. I think that's a great debate to be had. Just quickly, data from the Premier League's key match incidents panel suggests that VAR errors have risen by 30% in the first half of the season. Good work. That's going well. Right, let's continue our chat with boxing, shall we? The big news from today is the fact that Moses Atoma's fight against Jermaine Franklin has been postponed. It was going to happen on Jan the 24th. It's now been rescheduled for March the 28th after Atoma picked up an injury. We don't really know what that injury... Or do we? Do we know what the injury is?
I don't. I don't know the injury.
Hold on. Do you, but you can't say?
No, I don't.
Hold on. You looked away.
I'll look in your eyes and say, I really don't know, Andy, and you're my friend and I would tell you.
Right.
I don't know. It's a shame. It's a real shame for Moses, for the Magnificent Seven, a fantastic card, wonderful night in Manchester, expected January the 24th, but it's lifted and shifted to the end of March. And this is what happens sometimes in boxing. If there's an injury and a fight's off, especially a main event and a superstar like Moses, you have to revisit it. And I think that's, with team sports, with football and cricket, they go on, right? With boxing, sometimes the madness is that the unpredictability. And I think it's a real shame that so many fighters have trained so hard for a week on Saturday. But these things happen and they know that. And fighters have to stay in condition and in shape, pretty much year round, because opportunities change and move. So hopefully it will all happen March 28th. There's a huge amount of great shows coming up on DAZN, Queensberry and Matchroom. And I've just had Ben Shalom message me, actually, my friend Ben, saying that Adam Azim's much better than Dalton Smith. So it's great, isn't it? Isn't it fantastic? Because I think they're both terrific fighters.
Can I say, Ben, if you want to phone up, because we had Frank Smith.
Let's get Ben on.
You can phone up.
Let's get Ben on. Big fight on January the 31st. He's got Adam Azim. I'm part of the Adam Azim fan club, but I'm also part of the Dalton Smith fan club. That's why that's a fight that they're both going to make each other as well. I think it's a terrific 1, 2, 3 fights they could have over the next 2 or 3 years. But let's give props to Dalton Smith.
Yeah, definitely.
World champion. Moses Atouma. He waits until March. It's not ideal. It'd be nice to have got him out at the beginning of the year. But Jermaine Franklin, end of March, right fight for him. And we'll see if it's at the right time.
So, obviously, he's still young, Moses Atouma. What is he, 20 now?
21.
21. Is it all part of his education, though? These things happening? Because sometimes you need a few bumps in the road to kind of... a fight being postponed. Would that do him good? Or I know you said you want to see him again, but isn't it just part of the whole learning experience?
He's been out since August. He had a minute and a half against Dillian White.
Wow.
Ideally, he needs to fight more regularly. That's the whole point. Yeah, it was so quick in the first round.
No, did I?
And I think, I think that you want to see Moses back as soon as possible, and you want to see him in rounds. But we don't know what he's going to do with Jermaine Franklin. Will he stop him early? Will he go long? AJ and Dillian White went the distance with Franklin, so let's see what happens. But it's a shame. But these things are there to test fighters, and he's young, so he's got good people around him. Francis Warren, Ben Davison, Frank Warren. He'll be fine.
Let me ask you this much, because I know how much you love Moses Atouma. He's fighting, obviously, Jermaine Franklin, who is seen as a step up. Dillian White, he destroyed him. When are they going to put him in with someone who's like now? And when I say now, you know what I mean? Like Dillian White, his better days are probably a little bit behind him. Jermaine Franklin as well.
Now? Name your nows.
Like, just a name like Dubois. I know it's not going to be Dubois, but someone who's current now that's almost in
Moses was sitting here right now. He'll take anyone on, including Usyk. But Frank Warren is a fantastic matchmaker, and he plans careers so brilliantly.
Would Wardley take him next?
Ricky and Joe and Naz back in the day. Now he wants to make sure that he pulls the trigger at the right time for Moses. Is he right to go with Usyk now? In my opinion, no. But there are fights that can prepare him for that. Get him rounds, maybe a few against Jermaine Franklin, then look for the next
Parker or someone like that.
A Parker, or tell you
Wardley.
A Baby Miller is tough, and he'll give him some rounds, and then you're looking at the likes of Richard Riakporhe, Lawrence Okoli, Caballel eventually, Dubois. Yeah, there's Wardley.
I was going to say Wardley for the third time. You know, you listen to the radio and you think they've just ignored him twice now. And I thought, you know what? If I was listening, I'd go, ask him again, Goldstein. What about Fabio Wardley?
Who gets much?
Fabio Wardley. Andy. What I said in the first part, Fabio Wardley and Moses Atouma is a slight problem because of Ben Davison.
I know, but money makes
Of course, and Ben Davison is Moses Tauma's sort of primary trainer. So there's a possibility it could happen, but I don't think it's the ideal fight to make. I think Fabio will end up fighting maybe someone like a Derek Chisora. I'd like to see him in with Dubois. I think that's a really good fight. Wardley and Dubois. I think that's a really good fight. But I mean, as I said, there's all these names in the pot, and Frank and the team at Queensbury will work out who's going to fight who, and who will fight Usyk. Is Usyk going to fight Wilder, or could he be tempted into a fight with Caballel? There were whispers in Germany that Vladimir Klitschko might come back as well.
How old is he? 50?
So I'm going to throw that out there at the end of
absolute nonsense.
Vladimir, yeah?
Apparently.
Yeah. Who's making those rumours?
Well, I was in Germany.
Do you believe that?
I don't know. I mean, it's a long, long time since he's fought. 8 years. I mean,
he's 49 years old.
Yeah. So maybe
Mike Tyson,
the oldest.
Mike Tyson made a comeback.
I remember George Foreman, 45, oldest heavyweight champion, when he came back and knocked out Michael Moorer.
Jake Paul against Klitschko. Now I'd pay to watch that one.
Jake Paul against Klitschko.
Actually, I probably wouldn't watch that one. Just a quick word. This fight has been moved back. You're talking about the Magnificent Seven. So everyone else that was fighting, they've all got to put their schedules back.
Willie Hutchinson, Ezra Taylor, Shaquille Thompson, Brad Paul. Wow. So many of them they have to start again almost, or they taper down their training and build up again. But of course, they lose out on a payday. They have to wait until the end of March. It's difficult, but it's a commercial decision. It's a huge event at the Co-op Arena in Manchester, and they've got to make sure that it's viable. So DAZN would have talked to Queensbury, and it's hard. It's tough. There's trainers, fighters, managers, promoters, broadcasters. It's complicated. It's a really difficult sport when something like this happens. But the last 2 weeks of training, a cut in sparring, occasionally problems. When you get to fight week, normally it's all pretty much okay. One or two wobbles sometimes. But
what are you doing for the weekend, Smudge? We're going to let you go in a minute. What are you up to?
What am I up to?
Have you bought us presents, by the way?
I have, actually. I bought you some chocolate from Cadro. Right.
Oh, my God.
Thank you so much. Nice, this chocolate and salted caramel. Little plug, Modern Investor looks after sportsmen and women.
Do you get it for free?
They're good.
Do you get it for free?
They help the Voice of Boxing.
Have it back.
Which is you'll like that. You'll take that home and eat that.
Okay, fine.
Yeah.
Well, it'll be on eBay.
Share it with the family.
Right now, price of. What is it? Just
very nice.
What is it? What sort of chocolate is it?
It's I think there's some salted caramel in there. You like that?
I do like that, Smudge.
Yeah, they're good
I've got
people.
a very sweet tooth.
Good people. Good people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's on a diet?
What?
Who's on a diet? You've been going back to the gym, this week.
Are you on a diet? Oh, sorry, it's January.
No, not diet. Healthy eating.
Healthy eating.
Yeah, brilliant, yeah.
I want to see that eaten by next week.
Sorry, Smudge.
Okay.
You had dairy milk earlier.
Oh.
Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Dairy milk. Honestly, liar.
Can I just say, snitches get stitched.
Well, he's going in shorts tomorrow, isn't he?
3/4 lengths.
Why would you do it? Why would you? No.
Come on.
Grass. Why are you? Aren't you?
Because I know. I'm tired of you barefaced lying. Do you know what? Sorry, you come on here. Sorry.
It's all about calories intake, right?
He come on here about, I'd say 6 months ago, and said that his kids don't eat.
You're going to misquote me.
Am I lying?
You are misquoting me.
You asked what I'm doing this weekend. I'm going.
I did. Thank you,
Darren Till's show, Guerrilla Promotions, on Saturday night in Liverpool. Then next week will be a weekend off for the family. It'll be nice. And then after that, 31st is Josh Kelly, world title chance. February the 2nd, 7th, Nick Ball. Fantastic Nick, he's great, isn't he? February 21st, Wood Warrington. Come on, you've got to come to one or two of these.
I'd love to go to one of these.
Nick Ball one would be good, wouldn't it?
Nick Ball, he's great.
Need to be away from the general public. I'm not sure.
Look at it, honestly.
Where's
Nick Ball fight Liverpool?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, go
You
there.
can't go there.
Laugh, isn't it?
I can.
Come on, Andy.
There'll be another fight, an unscheduled fight that night. Smudge, always thanks for the gift. That's very kind of you.
No problem.
We've got something for you. Of course we haven't. But always a pleasure. Thank you so much. We'll see you. Are you back with us next Tuesday in the studio?
Yeah, of course.
Have a lovely weekend.
Nice to see you.
When we come back, we'll be asking the question about sporting directors. Should they be accountable if they hire or they're involved with the hiring of a manager and the manager just flops? Should we then speak to the sporting director and go, oi, what's going on? 03717 223334. You can have your say right after this live and drive and talk sport.
So it's Michael Carrick who's stepping up to the helm to try and steady the Man United ship. But how well will he navigate the storm? Well, he's got the backing of his former teammate Ben Foster.
You never really know what he's thinking because he is so calm and he's always got it under control. You never really know what he's thinking. And I think that carries a weight of respect, if you know what I mean. And I think him going into that dressing room, I think the lads will look up to him a little bit.
Carrick's first game in charge, a home Manchester derby live on talkSPORT on Saturday lunchtime. talkSPORT understands Eric Dyer has been offered to West Ham on loan from Monaco. Meanwhile, concerns Lucas Paquetá could go on strike as he attempts to force a permanent move back to Flamengo in Brazil. As for Conor Gallagher, is Spurs a good fit for him? Well, Simon Jordan is a bit indifferent about that one.
Do I think he's a world beater? No. Do I think he makes Spurs slightly better? Marginally. Are these the sort of signings that are going to catapult Spurs to the heights that they so desperately require? No. Would it have been a better move for him to go and play at Villa? Probably.
Elsewhere, free agent Xabi Alonso will be a top 3 candidate for most managerial vacancies in the Premier League. That's according to talkSPORT Spanish football expert Graham Hunter. He says his failures at Real Madrid will be forgiven.
In the football industry, Xabi Alonso is going to be regarded as the same guy who was a success at Real Sociedad B, who worked in the Real Madrid youth system successfully, and who led Leverkusen to their first Bundesliga title. The football industry already knows what the problems at Real Madrid are.
Tonight on talkSPORT, Newcastle host Man City in the first leg of their Carabao Cup semi-final. Ahead of that one, Eddie Howe's admitted his defending champions are under no illusions about how hard this is going to be.
This is going to be a totally different one. I think Manchester City, the hardest team to play over 2 legs in the country. Pep, I'm sure, will tactically have something ready for us, and we'll have to be at our very best to try and get through.
And former ECB chief exec David Collier has died aged 70. Awarded an OBE in 2015, he oversaw the England men's and women's teams between 2004 and 2014. There's more at talksport.com.
Clear off, Fletch. Welcome back to our number 2 drive of talkSPORT. Me, Andy Goldstein. Bentley's here.
He's not here.
Oh, I thought he was here. He's there. He's right next to me.
He's here.
Yeah, he's here. Still to come, we'll be asking whether it's fair that Semenyo can play against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup tonight. That's from 6. That's going to be an unbelievable debate. That's going to be really interesting. But now with Carrick in at Man United, are managers the main men at football clubs anymore, are they?
United now have gone out at the first time of asking in both the League and the FA Cup. This is turning into a disastrous season. What next for Manchester United?
We actually reported late last night on talkSPORT that Michael Carrick was now seen as a strong contender for the job.
I think he's perfect for what they need right now. Whether it's long term, I think that remains to be seen. The next sort of 4 months of the season will tell us all we need to know.
I went to see Michael when he was at Middlesbrough, watched him away, played very good football. Is just to stabilise everything until the end of the season to get the team back into European football.
Yeah, Michael Carrick has agreed to become the Man United interim manager until the end of the season. Former assistant coach Steve Holland, that scares me. going to join as an assistant. Carrick beat former United manager Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to the gig. His first game will be the Manchester derby. It's live on talkSPORT this Saturday lunchtime. Listen, we knew this was coming. Firstly, is Carrick a better choice than Solskjaer?
It just feels like a lot fresher in terms of the appointment. Going back to Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, though, again, I stress his record when you go back and look at it wasn't as bad as I thought at the time.
Yeah.
It just feels like the right appointment. I don't really like interims, but I understand there's needs must, and Man United need somebody. And yeah, I think if that's the case, then Michael Carrick, I think he fits the bill. Did a decent job at Middlesbrough, although you'd like to have thought at some point he might have got them promoted, would have had some good runs. But no, yeah, I like Michael Carrick. Underrated footballer because he was top, by the way.
Yeah,
top quality.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's an exciting opportunity for him. I know he's been there before as interim, but it's a good opportunity between now and the end of the season.
What do you make of his backroom staff? Stevie Holland going. Obviously, he's
Steve Holland's a good coach.
Alongside Gareth Southgate for what, 7 years, 8 years?
Yeah, he's a lot of people talk about Steve Holland and how good of a coach he was. So that will help. And I think you always need good coaches. I mean, Steve McLaren always had Steve Round, and Roundy was a good coach, really, really good coach. Yeah. I remember Steve Bruce had Eric Black, really, really good coach. You need these guys about.
Well, you mentioned Steve McLaren. He was obviously Fergie's coach, and he was a great coach.
Really good coach. So, I think, you need people around that you can trust as well.
Do you think the fact that Steve Holland's there has anything to do with the fact that Gareth Southgate might go?
No,
there.
No, it's a job for him. He probably needs a job. Michael Carrick said to him, listen, I trust in what you're doing. You're a good coach. Will you come? And I guess there's an opportunity to come, even if it's for Man United for a couple of months. You can't really turn that down, can you?
Right, so Carrick's appointment means that he will now be working under United CEO Omar Barada and Director of Football Jason Wilcox. This is really interesting. If you've not heard this, have a listen to this. This is a little bit from former Norwich Sporting Director Stuart Webber, who joined the Breakfast Show this morning. He was asked if the role of the old-fashioned manager has gone out the game.
I think that died a few years ago. I think the day of the manager negotiating contracts, dealing with agents, watching games non-stop's gone. Because if you look at the modern coach and the way they're being taught now, the amount of analysis they do, the amount of media they have to do, they actually haven't got time to be, as we know, an old-fashioned manager, because they actually haven't got the time and space to do that. So I think that died quite a while ago. And I think now it's about, and this is why people should come out and speak, who are in my positions, to help educate and let people understand exactly what a modern club is, where maybe you've got 800 staff now as opposed to maybe it was 30 staff 20 years ago. So these are big organisations now.
I found that really fascinating, actually, because football is changing. It's changing all the time. Are we at the stage now where the manager is no longer the most important person at the club?
I still believe the manager is still the most important part. I think so. I think he still is the one who's day to day with the players, coaching the players, setting up the systems, the tactics, the formations. That can't go unanswered. That is still the most important role. I do think some of the burden needs to be lifted off the manager in terms of he can't be in charge of the scouting the players, because what I quite like about the sporting director role is that what I don't know. Sorry, let me start that again. What I don't want to happen or don't like is when a manager or head coach is in charge of the playing staff and someone just thrusts a player in him and goes, right, we've bought this player, coach him. I don't like that. What I do like from the sporting director, and this is where the manager and the sporting director need to work in tandem, I might want to sign, I'm the manager, I don't know, Aston Villa, right? And I want to sign Conor Gallagher, right, from Atletico Madrid. I like the sporting director to go, okay, we'll try and make that happen, but here's another 3 options that are similar profile to Conor Gallagher, but that might be more effective, because me managing the football operations, I haven't got the time, right, to scout the whole world in terms of trying to find new players, the scouting network. I've not got the time for that, because certainly nowadays you're playing every 3 days. There's too many games. You've got tactics.
Yeah, but you would have scouts that would report back to you.
No, but still, you can have scouts. But there's loads of scouts now. But the sporting director, if you go, right, I want a right back that fits this mould. I want him to play inverted, really good footballer. He's quick, strong, powerful. Find me that profile of player.
That sporting director, in my opinion, should be below the manager, not above him.
Oh no, yeah, still below, but working in tandem with the manager. So I'm not
reporting to.
Yeah, of course.
Well, the way things currently are is the manager reports to him.
Yeah, see, I don't think that's right.
I think that's mad.
I don't know if they do. I don't know if they report to the manager.
Well, I get the feeling that Jason Wilcox is above the manager.
Yeah, that's one club. Like, I'm telling you now, that Arteta's not reporting to the...
So this is what I was going to say. I don't think there's any proof in this country that sporting directors work.
Yeah.
Right? Pep runs Man City. Arteta runs Arsenal. I would imagine Unai Emery runs Villa.
Yeah, Monchi, but I think Monchi left.
Okay, but if you look at all the clubs that are doing well,
Yeah.
the manager runs it.
Yeah.
Well, whatever you call coach, manager, whatever. You know, the fellow in the dugout that
Yeah.
picks the team, right? I just don't get this. I don't understand how if you've got a manager, let's say for argument's sake, the next manager of Man United, I know it's not, is Xabi Alonso.
Yeah.
Right? There's not 1% of me that thinks that Jason Wilcox can tell Xabi Alonso what style of play he should.
Oh no, that will not be happening. But I think where they can work together.
What players?
Yes,
I just don't see that.
But this is where I think because of the money in football and the rewards and how much pressure's on it, I do think the manager hasn't got the time to. Remember, when you're playing every 3 days or so, you haven't got time to be looking at other players and scouting other players. Unfortunately, you're still watching footage of the last previous.
I know, but the player that you're saying he hasn't got time to watch, then Jason Wilcox, we'll use him as the example. He's going up to the manager going, I've seen a right back, he's really good.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but then
the manager go, well, I haven't seen him.
No, but my manager will go, but I think that's where the manager should be giving the sporting director a profile of player that he wants. Or if there's a player that he does want, let the sporting director go out and find somebody with 2 or 3 or 4 options that go, listen, this is the profile that you wanted. I know you want this player, but look at the stats or the makeup of this player, which we think's better. What do you think? As long as there's that conversation, I don't want to see the sporting director going, here's a player, coach him. I don't think that should ever happen.
No. Do you think we should hear from the sporting director?
Yeah, I do.
We do in European countries, but we don't hear.
Yeah, I think we should.
Should they be held accountable for?
Yeah, of course. I mean, if they're the sporting directors that are just dropping players on managers' laps, and then it's not working, then of course I think they should come out and say, well, this is why we opted for this player or this profile of player. I think we should hear from everybody in football though. Everyone. If owners, see like the West Ham owners, who are West Ham fans are not happy, come out and speak. I think we should hear from referees. I don't think there should be anyone that can be not held accountable.
You are right.
I think across the board,
no blanket. You are right.
You should hear from everyone.
Yeah, that's a great point.
Absolutely everyone, because then there's no guessing.
No, you're right. But the only problem with that is the reason we don't hear from referees is because when they make the only time we'd hear from a ref would be when they've made a mistake. We would never go to, right, we've got the referee, had a great game, we've got a good game, you must be happy with that. We don't hear that.
We don't, but you can still come out and go, oh, listen, we've got Michael Oliver on today. But like, Michael, how do you think the game went? And you go, yeah, I thought it went well. There was a couple of decisions I weren't sure about, but then I think in the end I got it right. Do you know what I mean? So it's just talking freely, openly.
I know we'll never have those days.
We won't, but it'll be nice.
Yeah.
Do you know, someone's made a good point here, and it's Pastry. I think it's Pastry's name is, or Pasty or something like that.
What? What's his name?
Pastry, I think his name is. I don't know. Okay. But he said, and he's right, Brighton and Brentford's model, that does work. And they've got their sporting directors, and that really does work. And they're
that does work.
And they're scatting, but they're all numbers, aren't they? They're all algorithms and all that.
Yeah.
But
like Moneyball.
Theirs works.
Yes, it does.
Like to a T.
It does. Maybe it can for that level club.
Maybe
it can't for another
for top level.
I do feel though that, so my understanding, what I've read and what I've heard is the fact that who was our last manager? I've forgotten his name. Ruben Amorim.
Yeah.
God blimey.
Jeez, well.
That one of the main arguments he had with Jason Wilcox was the style in which Manchester United were playing or weren't playing to Jason Wilcox like now. I don't know how true this is. This is what I've read about the fact that he was so persistent or insistent on using 3 at the back, and then it got to a stage where Wilcox, apparently the hierarchy there were going up, maybe we should try for, and that was one of the reasons why they had this big argument.
Well,
I do feel as though a sporting director should never ever have any input.
Well, do you know what, right?
Into the style of play.
When you look at Man United's recruitment, right, and Ruben Amorim was the manager, and people could say that the 3 at the back didn't work. They didn't recruit players, I felt, to fit his system. So then what's like they signed Mbuemo, right? Mbuemo was brilliant for Brentford last year, playing from a wide area. All of a sudden now he's got to come narrow.
You're 100% right.
Do you know what I mean? So they're recruiting.
That's the problem with the sporting director,
right? They're recruiting players that don't fit the system.
100% right.
So that's where I feel a bit for Ruben Amorim. Yes, the 3 might not have worked, but if they're signing players and you're going, well, hold on, where does he fit in?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What's he supposed to do? Like I'm playing this system. I need players that fit this system, and you go and buy. And again, Mbuemo's worked actually because he's done really well for United. He doesn't play narrow 10.
No. And also, if you're a sporting director and you're responsible for the likes of Rasmus coming in or Anthony coming in,
yeah,
I mean, surely you've got to be held accountable. There's 160 million there.
It's crazy, that. Absolutely.
It is crazy. So let's ask the question. We'll take your calls. Is the manager no longer the most important person at the club? And do you approve of a sporting director? It's a great question. 03717 223344. Dial that. You could be next live on Drive on talkSPORT. Sharp talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. So they can't be asking whether it's fair that Semenyo can play against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup tonight. Just quickly, Conor Gallagher has been at Tottenham to complete a medical today ahead of a £35 million move from Atletico Madrid. Just a quick question. I don't want to spark a debate, but I just remembered something I was going to ask you, right?
Yep.
At the weekend, I went out for burger and chips with Mrs. G and one of my kids. And with the chips, I had ketchup.
Mm-hmm.
And I said to my little one, do you think chips and ketchup is the best food and condiment combination?
Mm.
And she said no. And I said, what is it? And she went, she likes chips with, what's the other one? You can have mayonnaise. Is mayonnaise?
Yeah,
right?
mayo.
And then my wife went, no, it's curry sauce.
Okay.
What do you think the best combination of a food and a best condiment is?
Ooh.
That's an unbelievable. So you could, if you wanted to go, you could go like gravy and chicken.
So is vinegar a condiment?
Yeah, I'll give you that.
Vinegar and chips.
Do you think that's the best too?
I mean, it's up there. Everyone other than you.
Yeah, I don't like vinegar.
Chips and vinegar.
You put in acid basically on your chips.
Unbelievable though.
And you think that's the best too, do you?
Could be. It's up there.
A food and a condiment. You think chips
and vinegar. Salt and vinegar.
Okay. I don't think anyone in the gallery will go for that. The best ever will be chips and.
Well, it's not chips and ketchup.
Oh, chips and ketchup, mate. That cannot be beaten.
Stiff.
No,
I do like a big tasty.
Do you? Okay.
Because even if the chips have got no salt on it and it's a bit dry.
Yeah.
Right, and you put them
cold ketchup. Oh, nothing beats that.
Forget that.
No. We'll go to the phone lines. Maybe we'll ask that question. 03717223334. We're taking your calls. The question is the manager no longer the most important person at the club? Let's go to Liam, a Man United fan. Hi, Liam.
Hello, mate. How we doing?
Can anything in the world beat a chip and cold ketchup?
Yeah, I was going to go with Bentley, to be honest. I'd say salt and chips. Salt and chips for me. I think that's what I like.
Okay. It doesn't have to be chips, by the way. It can be any food with a condiment.
Yeah, I think I'm with the salt and chips at the moment.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, won't argue with you. You're a Manchester United fan, so you're well aware of how important or not that role of sporting director is at the club.
Stressful times at the moment, let's be honest, mate. First time caller we used to anyway. I did get on the other week with Simon Jordan and Jim White.
You enjoy that experience?
I did actually, yeah. It was good. First time with myself. But basically, I left it after the 4-4 game, 4-4 with Bournemouth. And I had a bit of a rant, to be honest. And what I said was, if that manager, Ruben Amorim at the time, doesn't change his system at the back, as we all know, with the players he's got, he will end up losing his job. And like I say, there's other reasons for it, but as we all know now, he's lost his job. Michael Carrick coming in, personally, I think, he's an ex-United player, so hopefully, I'm glad they didn't go with Solskjaer, because obviously, I mean, he had his time, let's be honest. Carrick's going in now to see what can happen, but to be fair, I think it's just a poison chalice. I really do. I know I'll give you a call because obviously I touched on what Darren said a minute ago in regards to the players. I personally think Ruben Amorim, he didn't help his cause, and the players that he brought in to try and adapt his system, that is what I personally believe's got him fired, really. Because these players, they're the ones out there performing, mate, and I don't think they're going to perform. Really needs to be dissected.
Let me ask you, because you haven't mentioned the role of a sporting director. So Man United have one in Jason Wilcox. Are you a fan of that role? Do you think that's needed in football or not?
I prefer the old way, what you said a minute ago, to be honest, let the manager take control. Like I say, obviously the Fergie days have long gone, but like I say, Arteta, I can't imagine anybody else having too much of a say apart from him, really, or he'll probably throw his arms up in the air. And like I say, I think the manager should be given a little bit more leeway, because ultimately, these are the players that are going to be looking up to the gaffer, as we say. They're going to be getting the best out of him, vice versa. And I think too many people putting their fingers in, it just doesn't do any favours.
Also, as well, if you're the manager of the club and you feel like someone's undermining you, and just say you're my sporting director, and I want this player, Andy, and you bring in someone who I don't want, I ain't going to play him.
Yeah. Do you remember when, was it Joey? No, Robbie Keane signed for Liverpool.
Yeah.
I can't remember who the manager...
Was it Rafa?
Was it Rafa or Roy Hodgson?
No?
One of the two.
Rafa, I think.
Okay, and they didn't fancy him?
No.
Would you do that? I think he played a few games and went back to Spurs.
Yeah.
Would you do that?
Oh, yeah, because I was at Tottenham at the time. He left and came back 3 or 4 months later.
It's just not going to work.
No. And that's what I think. That's why the manager's always got to be the most important person. But you have to work alongside the sporting director, I think, for it to work.
Yeah,
the sporting director shouldn't be dictating to me, I'm going to buy him and him, and you will play them.
A bit like we're led to believe with Fergie and David Gill.
Yeah, of Arsene Wenger and David Dean.
Perfect. Mike's a Man United fan as well. Hi, Mike.
Yeah, good afternoon. I think there can be a role for a sporting director, but it's got to be done properly. Their role should be like a conductor of an orchestra. making sure that all the departments are working together to support the manager. The sporting director shouldn't be questioning the manager about tactics, because most of them have never been a football manager. What do they know about it? And if they are involved in things like recruitment of managers and players, when the manager gets the sack, why don't they get the sack?
Yes.
You know, it just is all wrong. I mean, the classic example, as we've said, is at United. He questioned Ruben's tactics because they had a big fallout, ends up getting sacked. Middle of a season, who's going to come in? We've got games to play, no proper structure, management place in place, a disaster. So it should be done properly. Coordinating all the activities, not interfering with management. It's reported at Chelsea that the sporting directors, of which there's supposed to be a few of them, will go down to the dressing room after each game and question the manager about what he'd done, why he'd made...
that shouldn't be happening. There's no way on the planet the sporting director should be anywhere near the change room going down and questioning.
No, but he will be.
Yeah. You put a lot of things out there now with this condiment.
Oh, my God, where are we up to?
It's just loads.
Go on, just give me two.
You've got, someone put here, where is it? Duck and hoisin sauce. Unbelievable.
Oh, that's a great combo.
Yeah.
Doesn't beat chips and ketchup.
So I was for chip shop, chips and onion vinegar.
Onion vinegar? I didn't even know that's a thing.
Well, do you know what? There must be something in that, because whenever I go fish and chip shop and have their salt, their vinegar and salt, unbelievable. Get home, do the same, doesn't taste the same.
Onion vinegar. Never heard of that. Okay, one more.
Another one. What else? Sorry.
What are you doing?
No, because the thing.
His mouse is not working. Pickled onion vinegar.
No, it's pie and mushy peas.
Neither of those are condiments.
Okay, I'm just saying that.
Two foods. Are cheating.
I think people are just putting like.
I mean, the rules are quite simple.
I know, but now people are putting like
no,
combos, man.
No. Chips, ketchup.
So I put chicken, peri sauce.
Chicken and mint sauce.
What?
Chicken and mint sauce.
Now look at everyone's face in there, like yuck.
Yeah.
No, you don't. Even Tom Kerridge. Remember him? He come on and had to go for that.
What does he know? He's just a Michelin star chef.
You put seriously, mint sauce and chicken.
Yeah. We've done this before. I don't have gravy. When I have a roast, I have chicken with mint sauce.
Weird that.
Submerged it is under it. I could literally do a whole.
Joe, you're 100% right there with that.
Go on, what would you say?
He said, "All right, Jeff."
Yeah, I'm not going to moan about it though. I'll move on. Still to come. Stop reading text out. Still to come. Bent is going to tell us what he's serving up in his tea time takeaway this week. But first, it's no googling. And ahead of the Carabao Cup semi-finals, live on talkSPORT this week, we want to know who's the top scorer in the League Cup this century. Simple question, but a great one. Who's the top scorer in the League Cup this century? I don't think you do know it. Go on, surname. No, who are you going to say? Yeah, surname begins with what?
That.
No, who are you going to say?
Frank Lampard?
No, it's not Frank Lampard. The answer to that and more coming your way, live and drive and talkSPORT in seconds. Stay where you are.
Hot dogs and onions, that'd be nice.
last few years, Formula One has gone from elitist and insular to a global entertainment brand. The transformation's down to American investment group Liberty Media, who cultivated a new image for the sport since buying it in 2016. Better access to drivers, improved content on social media, and tapping into the US market have given F1 a massive boost in both attention and revenues. But is everyone happy? The fans certainly are, as evidenced by Drive to Survive. Almost 7 million people per season have tuned in to get all the gossip and all the drama from the paddock. The extra exposure means the drivers can demand a higher salary too. In 2010, the top drivers were earning $20 million a year, which isn't bad. But now, the very best earn 3 times that, with Max Verstappen getting a whopping $65 million in 2025. But money doesn't always buy happiness. Some drivers, including Verstappen, don't like the pageantry the changes have brought about. In Las Vegas in 2023, Verstappen said the drivers were made to look like clowns, and the event was 99% performance and 1% race. Some purists who still watch the sport feel the same, and that the spirit of competition has suffered. But Formula One and Liberty Media don't look like slowing down anytime soon. So expect more races, major events and exclusive access in future.
Happy, innit? This is the sort of music I can imagine at a roller disco. Yeah? By the way, I see a lot of kids on their roller boots or roller blades on the underground. I'm just telling you now.
Not supposed to.
Right, I do find it quite frightening.
Yeah.
Because they whiz past you. Like,
You're not supposed to.
Are they not allowed?
Nah, because you see the people, they'll say over the tunnel, like, we've got rollerbladers and...
Oh, right, yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. Were you good on our rollerblades? You go to...
Yeah, so the rollerblading back in the day, yeah. Skates, yeah.
Can you ice skate?
No, not anymore.
It's the same scenario.
Well, no, because one's on ice and one's on
I know, but
wheels.
it's the same, like,
Nah,
motion.
I used to be able to, but I just can't anymore.
You skate with the penguin?
I tried that, I couldn't stand up. So I gave up.
You couldn't stand up with the penguin?
I couldn't move. I was just holding the penguin for no reason.
I think ice skating's such a dangerous thing. I just
slip. Take someone's neck off.
No,
but that's what scares.
Just take someone's neck
That's
off.
what scares me. That.
Well, it's the fingers. That's what gets me.
If you put your hand down, someone just goes.
Yeah, straight in. No good. No good.
Oh damn!
Before the break, ask a question. Carabao Cup semi-final tonight, by the way. Don't forget about that. We've got team news ahead of it. Who's the top scorer in the League Cup this century? 22 goals. Your mate. One of the best finishes we've seen. Jermaine Defoe. He scores the goal. Still to come and have some fun with the best of talkSPORT. Oh, I'm led to believe by Jack they've found something of yours, an old podcast you used to do. So that is in the best of talkSPORT.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Did I used to do an old one?
Apparently so. Jack's found the links.
Jack's some Steve's face, man.
But now it's time for this.
How you doing? It's Darren Bent. Takeaway. Can I take your order, please?
Get my hands, marinate all up in the thing. I like my medium well. Ginger beer. Oil over it. Get my brush thing, get the oil over it. It better be Heinz. If it's not Heinz, honestly, I'll lose it.
I'm Darren Bent, and this is my tea time takeaway.
By the way, we've got an international break coming up in March. I think it's March. That's when we're going to have our jerk off.
100%.
Have to do it. All right?
People have been calling for that for a long time now.
No, but I think the rule should be something like, rather than just producer Joe taste it, maybe 3 or 4 people come in and they all put them...
No, I said we're going to get some serious chefs in.
Oh, yeah, OK, we'll do it like that. We'll do that. Right, time now for Bent's Tea Time Takeaway, where every week 100 Club member Darren Bent serves up his 5 key takeaways from the weekend's action. So, Benny, with your best acting ability, what are you serving up? What's on the menu today?
I was watching football this weekend, and I thought there was one result and one person, and it was that Nuno desperately needed that win. That's unbelievable.
So bad, that acting. Right,
Karen.
let's hear from the West Ham gaffer, Nuno Espirito Santo. He's been speaking after that win against QPR, and he was asked how significant that result could be for his side.
It changes everything. It changes everything. It changes everything. Your mind, the way you see the next day. You wake up in the morning and you feel good. Changes the environment in the building. It's easier for the players to recover. It's easier for them to accept that they didn't give much more. So, yeah, it feels good.
Feels good.
Feels good. I know that feeling. West Ham needed extra time to do it. It doesn't matter. It's all about the result. They got the result. They're into the next round.
Yeah, they needed that because when it went to 1-0, I went, oh no, here we go. And you probably could sense it as well that the supporters are thinking we're going to get beat here. But fair play, Castellanos with a nice header as well to win it.
Yeah. But
you just need a result from somewhere. I know QPR in the Championship. I know it's the FA Cup, but you just need a result from somewhere just to get a little bit of confidence into the team. So that's why I said Nuno desperately needed that win. The Forest result would have taken a lot out of them.
Yeah. How important could that be going into the weekend's game at Spurs for West Ham?
Which gives you a little bit of a feel-good factor. And again, I know that it's a different competition and you're playing against a team that's in a lesser division, but it's just that winning mentality. And again, Castellanos, who's got the second goal, is a new signing, striker. I'm telling you now, I used to like hitting the back of the net in pre-season. So gives you that feel-good factor. So when it comes up, he's got a goal now. So you might go into that Spurs game thinking, all right, got one.
Who do you fancy with that?
Oh, West Ham, I think.
Do you?
Yeah. Because West Ham, I think, will probably be better away from home because of what's going on.
And Spurs
are terrible at home.
Imagine that.
Oh, my goodness.
Do
you think that's El Sacco?
Oh, is it El Sacco? I think it's a little bit too early for that, but it's El Prescico.
Yeah, I like that. El Prescico.
Yeah.
Yeah, liked it.
Right, do you want to continue your wonderful acting for me?
Yeah, because this one here was...
just remember who my mate is.
Yeah, I took pleasure in this one. So I'm acting. I took pleasure.
Explain why.
Just because of you. Not because of him, because I really like him.
You obviously don't.
Top player, great guy, but it's because for you.
Good coach?
I think he's a good coach. But Man United are terrible, no matter what system they use.
Right. This is Man United interim boss, Darren Fletcher, speaking after they were just about beaten Brighton. He was asked what is missing in the side right now.
Well, confidence is low. I think the players have been used to playing in a certain style. And they've got to find a way to win football matches or see out football matches or not concede goals to give yourself a platform to go and play. So that's where the team is at just now, a little bit fragile. You can see they're conceding goals, and you can see when they concede a goal that they find it difficult to respond to. And the only way around that is actually finding ways to dig deep and grind out a result sometimes. Hard work, graft, coming together as a team, and that's what they're going to have to do.
Let me ask you this, right? Those two games.
Yep.
Serious question.
The draw and the loss.
Yeah, serious question.
Yeah.
If Sir Alex Ferguson would have taken the team for both of those, would they have won them both?
I don't know. I mean, you talk about Fergie.
No, but the reason I asked that is because do you think whoever was in that dugout, it's irrelevant? Because United in such a mess at the moment.
I don't know about that because Fergie a long time ago. But what I will say is, like, you moan. You moan. I've heard you come on the show many a time. We need a 3. We need a 3. Yeah. We don't need to play a 3. We need to see Kobbie Mainoo.
I've never said we need a 3.
No, that's what I meant. No, not a 3. I hate it. We need a 4. We need a 4. Yeah. Kobbie needs to play. We even want a T-shirt. Free Kobbie. Burnley 2-2. Second worst team. Couldn't beat them. And then Brighton. And this is why I say you look no better, because you didn't look great against Burnley, and you didn't look great against Brighton. But against Brighton, which is a really good footballing side, not saying Burnley's not, but Brighton are better. They had so much space. There were times where they were just dinking it into that little number 10.
All I'll say is the ref ruined the game by sending off.
What, at the end?
Sending off Lacey. Yeah.
No, listen to me, right?
Tell you.
There were times where they would just drop it into areas, and Hinchelwood, Gross, they were just taking it on their chest, turning. They had the freedom of the pitch. I don't think you looked any better with a 4 than you did with a 3.
Do you think we got a chance against Man City? I don't know what I've asked. I know we have.
Yeah, I do.
Don't be silly.
The reason why I say that, because
not a chance.
You lot have got this weird habit of
I know
freak results.
But I don't think.
I hope so. I need you to win.
Why? Oh yeah, Man City. Yeah,
of course.
Yeah. We won't.
What's the score be?
3-1, 3-0.
2.
A Manchester side. Go on, carry on your acting.
Oh, I'm not even turn the page yet.
Oh, you're not even.
I thought.
Well, there's no page to turn. Surely this is ad lib, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Fine.
Because they put no audio, I'm just putting Palace on a terrible run. No audio.
What happened there? Jack, why are you pressing buttons? Look at his little face. I told you, less is more, Jack. You know that. It's been a bizarre change of fortune for Palace, isn't it? No wins in 9 for them.
Yeah.
It wasn't that long ago everyone was going, Oliver Glaston's unbelievable. Yeah. What's gone wrong?
Oh, no, he's still unbelievable.
What's changed?
but they are running on fumes, man. I said this before. Like, you know what? I know it's really, really bad that they've gone out. They are the holders and they've lost the Macclesfield. I understand that. But long term, it might not be the worst thing in the world, that, because they're still in Europe, a lot of games in that competition.
Yeah.
They're fighting in the Premier League. They haven't got the squad to do that, like to fight on all fronts. At some point, they were going to have to prioritise something because he's having to use the same players all the time. So, yes, it is a little bit embarrassing because then people are talking about it being one of the worst FA Cup results ever. But Oliver Glasgow, yes, he'll be disappointed, but he'll probably he'll look at the bigger picture and go, do you know what? Did we really need another long FA Cup run? It would have been nice. You've won it last season. I don't think you were going to win it again. Is it the worst thing that you've gone out at the first hurdle? Probably not.
Who's a better manager, Glasner or Arteta?
Well, Glasner's obviously, he's got proof. He's won big trophy.
What's the answer?
Probably Glasner, you'd have to say now, because look what he's won.
Wow. I thought you both won FA Cup.
No, but Glasner's won FA Cup and he's won a Frankfurt European Cup.
Oh, right, okay.
I can't argue with that.
Is he an elite manager?
I think he's at that bracket where he's just in between. He's on his way there. It's what he does next, I think. I mean, look, what he's done at Palace is unbelievable.
Yeah. Do you think they'll keep hold of him?
No.
End of season?
Yeah, I think so.
Surprised Mark Gurhey has been linked to Mark Gurhey.
Do you know what I read this morning?
Go on.
Man City.
What, in this window?
This window. 35 mil.
That wouldn't surprise you, would it?
Yeah, that's what I read this morning.
Right, one more.
There's still magic in the FA Cup.
Yeah, there is still magic in the FA Cup.
Macclesfield, yeah.
What was? Oh, yeah, Macclesfield 2, Palace 1.
Yeah.
We're talking about the same game. What was the furthest you got in this competition?
I think remember quarterfinals, maybe.
Okay.
I think my record in the goals ain't bad, actually.
Do you know what it is?
Probably like 17 and 25 or something.
You just made that. You just plucked that.
Something like that.
Do you feel different when you're on the pitch in FA Cup time?
There is something quite special about it, and I always feel like the supporters. Obviously, if you play away from home, you get more support as well because the attendances you get more of an allocation in the FA Cup. But it's a special competition, really special. What are you laughing at?
I've just been told your goal record.
What was it? Miles away, innit?
What'd you say?
Is it 17?
In what?
25.
It's bang on.
Is it?
Yeah. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
That's unbelievable. That is unbelievable. You've guessed that.
Yeah, 17-25. Yeah. Thank you. I know it was 9 years on the bounce, which is a record.
What?
9 years on the bounce.
What? No one's ever done that?
Yeah, me and Raheem Sterling.
What? You've scored 9 years consecutively in that competition?
Yeah.
No one's ever done that?
No, me and Raheem Sterling.
Yeah, but that's it. You too?
Yeah, I think so, yeah. I think they did it on Match of the Day, I think, before. I didn't even know that was a thing until someone told me that.
Unbelievable, that is.
Yeah.
Are you sure? Like, Ian Rush didn't do that?
I can only tell you what was said on Match of the Day.
9 years, yeah. He went off, didn't he, to Italy?
Yeah. I'm quite
sure you've got that wrong.
I can only tell you what someone sent it to me. Someone told me that. Me and Raheem Sterling, 9 years on the bounce.
Shearer never did it. He must have done.
I mean, you keep throwing his name. I don't know.
Shearer must have done it. Jermaine Defoe.
Honestly,
I think that's wrong.
Okay, fair enough.
9 years is not a lot.
9.
It is right. I've just been told it is wrong. There you go. That's not.
Jack knows. Jack told you that.
Yeah, Jack did tell me.
What is it, Jack?
Yeah, it's not. It's not.
He's
googling it. He's just buying a T-shirt at the moment.
See, they spoke about it.
No, but they've got it wrong because 9 years is not a lot because a lot of these centre forwards stay in England for more than 9 years.
But sometimes they don't go.
I bet Shearer's got more than 9.
Okay. I'm going to say 9. I'm saying consecutive years scoring the competition.
I don't mean that's that impressive.
Okay, it might be more than that.
Well, if Jack pulls his finger out,
it might be 11, 12.
Get your screensaver off. Have you got the answer, Jack? We'll find the answer in a minute. A quick one about Spurs. We mentioned West Ham, how big.
Yeah, but we said that Villa would beat them. Villa are just a better side.
Say what you said to me about what Danny Murphy said on the telly after Spurs lost 2-1, but they fight back. Everyone was saying, they show grit and determination. So
yeah, but he's right in terms of you can show fight when you're 2-0 down. It's easier to play because the pressure's almost off because you're getting battered. You can't get any worse. You think, you know what, take the handbrake off and have a go. And that's why teams start to play really well when they go 2-0 down. But why can't they do that at the start?
Jack.
Is he still talking to you?
No, it's good. Jack's just told me that, and I think you've got that wrong now, Jack. So Jack reckons the most consecutive season you scored in the FA Cup is 3.
That's wrong. I can tell
that is honestly, Jack, it is wrong, yeah. Jack, never talk to me again.
Yeah.
Ever.
I find the stat.
When we come back, we'll have some fun. Look, they're having an argument now. Look behind the glass. Don't talk to Goldstein. I'll do what I want. You can stick your job. When we come back, we'll have some fun with the best bits of talkSPORT. Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Darren Bent. They still haven't found the answer, by the way. Still to come, we'll be asking whether it's fair that Semenyo can play against Newcastle in the Carabao Cup. We'll have team news ahead of that game. Right, time now for this.
Be there for Super Bowl 60 on talkSPORT.
Yeah, latest competition has landed, and this is your chance to be at one of the greatest shows on earth, the Super Bowl, Sunday the 8th of Feb. I know Benny would love to be there. As well as a pair of tickets for you and a mate, we're also chucking in return flights to San Francisco. 3 nights accommodation and spending money, all covered. This is how you enter. For your chance to win, text the word WIN, W-I-N, to 83338. A text will cost £2.50 plus stand network rate. Or you can call 0343 418 7260. Lines close on the 22nd of Jan this year at 4 p.m. 18 plus UK residents only. It's a network promotion. Full T's and C's at talksport.com for your chance to win. Text the word WIN, 83338 is the text number. WIN to 83338 now. Good luck. Time now for this. Time for the best talkSPORT friends, where we run you through some of the silent moments from across talkSPORT. Let's kick things off with H&J or Hawksby and Jacobs. Here's Andy asking Paul the all-important question.
When's the last time you bought trousers? Seriously?
Come on, no, please.
Jeans.
All 371. I bought a pair of chinos.
Did you?
To go to Cheltenham for Cheltenham.
Oh, right, okay.
So
it was a specific trouser buy, though.
It was a specific trouser buy.
It's not the sort of thing that you buy on a sort of whim, is it? You don't go out. No. I wasn't going to buy anything today, but I bought these trousers.
When was the last time you bought a pair of jeans?
I've not bought a pair of jeans for years.
When was the last time you wore a pair of jeans?
I think I wore a pair of jeans about 6 months ago. Dark grey. Lovely pair of jeans.
Oh, okay.
Jeans ain't me, man.
No, I know that. What's the most boring thing to go shopping for?
Cleaning products.
No one does that. No one goes shopping for cleaning, do they?
Yeah.
Which presenter of talkSPORT would you like to take shopping and sort them out with a new wardrobe? It's got to be Cundy.
No, do you know what? Billy.
What's wrong with Billy?
Quarter zip all the time, just like, yeah.
Hoodie.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, Bill.
Reebok's about 15 years old.
I'll start with the barbers.
Haircut.
Yeah.
Billy, on behalf of everyone on Team Drive, you're a disgrace. For all the best bits of the show, make sure you check out H&J, the daily podcast, wherever you get your podcast from. Or
to the Breakfast Show with Jeff Stelling and Ali McCoy. They were asked to name their favourite member of the Spice Girls.
Oh, okay.
Wow, okay.
I'd have to say Scary Spice.
Jeff, how about you?
No. I'm not going there. Jeff was Old Spice. One for the older boys.
By the way, that gag's 47 years old.
Okay. Who's your favourite member of the Spice Girls? Bex doesn't count.
Well, I mean, it's not fair because I know one of them. So I'm going to go Emma Bunton.
No idea.
I know very well.
Fair.
And her husband, Jade.
If someone has BO, body odour, in brackets, I don't know who put that in, should you tell them?
Yeah.
You have to tell them. I think it's cruel if you don't tell them.
The moment of embarrassment is far better than the moment of being embarrassed without knowing it.
All right. Who's the best girl band of all time?
The best girl band of all time? I mean, you put me on the spot there. I would say...
Would you give me your favourite three?
Thompson Twins. The band from EastEnders, Letitia Dean. And Bananarama.
Okay, cool. Nice.
You like that?
Yeah. Super Ali returns to the breakfast show 6 a.m. tomorrow morning, and he'll be alongside Big Alan Brazil.
Right, let's finish with everyone's favourite podcast, The Beach Ball, hosted by Darren Bent. It's available. He takes the mickey out of 21 minutes.
But this ain't a podcast. This is when I did the boot room. All right.
Let's hear Bentley's brand new podcast. It came out today, actually, The Beach Ball, episode 1. Here's a little sample of what you can expect when you download The Beach Ball, hosted by Darren Bent.
One of my favourite things to do, as everyone knows, is to collect trainers. Been doing it a long time. It's something I'm addicted to doing, unfortunately, but can't help it. And as well as trainers, I love talking about boots and football boots. So between now and 9 o'clock, you'll hear from my mate and former West Ham defender Anton Ferdinand and Boots voice note interview. And we'll be chatting to Portsmouth CEO Mark Catlin on struggles league clubs have without the fans. You did that, didn't you, Cricket? It was good. Good interview. How was he?
No, he's coming on live.
He's coming on live,
He's coming on live, yeah.
Even better. As I said, this is the boot room with me, Darren Bent, on talkSPORT. So, guys, how have you been? It's been a week since I've seen it.
What happened there?
I don't know. Hey, today, don't download it.
That's unbelievable.
Listen, first...
Boots, trainers, level,
Listen,
all things put on your feet.
That was
socks.
the first gig. And I'll tell you, your first one. Sure. That's appalling, isn't it?
How did that show survive even one season, let alone...
No, it got better. Trust me.
Did you listen to the boot room after you left the show? Honestly, when Cricket was...
Yeah, I used to, yeah, of course I did. Just tune in, see what's going on.
You're such a nice. Are they talking about boots?
No. That went quickly.
Yeah. Did that ever take off?
No.
Did you ever...
We did for about 4 weeks and they stopped it.
Did you? Because you realised you were on radio?
Yeah.
And by the way, it was before all these cameras.
Yeah, exactly,
right?
But no, yeah. Oh, my goodness.
Who's the first big guest we could expect on The Beach Ball, the new podcast coming out?
Jordan Henderson.
Oh, your mate? Right.
Yeah.
Ask
Bigger than that. International. Premier League winning
captain.
captain.
For the show?
I got it for talkSPORT 2 actually when I was on there. Big show that.
Is it still about talkSPORT 2?
Yeah, I think so. Well, it was when I did it. Like,
check
I was
out
learning.
21 minutes to go.
No, don't say that. Don't check that out.
Don't get the Beach Ball podcast. 21 minutes to go, new podcast.
What's it about this week? Phil Harris, monkey that can climb through prison bars, is it?
Yeah, it's exactly that, actually.
Jeez.
Phil Harris. Who's Phil Harris?
That was what you talked about last week.
Very funny. Yeah, 21 minutes.
No, it wasn't funny.
By the way, everyone that downloads it is guaranteed a free Jaguar, Lamborghini, Ferrari, and Aston Martin. Everyone. And a free holiday.
See what you have to do?
And a free
You have to bribe people to download
and it. makes you 62% better looking.
It doesn't.
Fact.
It's not
scientific fact.
It's not.
You download.
Who's it sponsored by? Golden Paste.
Goldstein's Golden Paste sponsors it.
Someone put in, it's a good point. No En Vogue, no?
What does that mean?
The group, En Vogue?
Oh, yeah.
What's that mean?
Well, the first two weren't girl bands.
I know, because people are hammering you for that.
Oh, they? Okay. I don't know girl bands. Probably the Spice Girls will be.
Nah, Destiny Child? Eternal? Oh, then you're friends with All Saints.
Oh, yeah, All Saints.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, joint. All Saints and Spice Girls.
Yeah,
right, when we come back,
All Saints.
we'll be asking a great question. It is Semenyo is playing for Man City in the League Cup, but he's already played in the competition for Bournemouth, and they got beat. Is that fair? Once you're knocked out, should you be knocked out for good? I think it's a great question. By the way, I've got the answer as to why that should never be allowed, because it could become farcical. 03717223344. If you're cup tied, should you be cup tied?
So, as I said, this is the boot room with me, Darren Bent, on talkSPORT. So, first official Darren Bent's boot room.
So it's Michael Carrick who's stepping up to the helm to try and steady the Man United ship. But how well will he navigate the storm? Well, he's got the backing of his former teammate Ben Foster.
You never really know what he's thinking because he is so calm and he's always got it under control. You never really know what he's thinking, and I think that carries a weight of respect, if you know what I mean. And I think him going into that dressing room, I think the lads will look up to him a little bit.
Carrick's first game in charge, a home Manchester derby, live on talkSPORT on Saturday lunchtime. talkSPORT understands Eric Dyer has been offered to West Ham on loan from Monaco. Meanwhile, concerns Lucas Paquetá could go on strike as he attempts to force a permanent move back to Flamengo in Brazil. As for Conor Gallagher, is Spurs a good fit for him? Well, Simon Jordan is a bit indifferent about that one.
Do I think he's a world beater? No. Do I think he makes Spurs slightly better? Marginally. Are these the sort of signings that are going to catapult Spurs to the heights that they so desperately require? No. Would it have been a better move for him to go and play at Villa? Probably.
Elsewhere, free agent Xabi Alonso will be a top 3 candidate for most managerial vacancies in the Premier League. That's according to talkSPORT Spanish football expert Graham Hunter. He says his failures at Real Madrid will be forgiven.
In the football industry, Xabi Alonso is going to be regarded as the same guy who was a success at Real Sociedad B, who worked in the Real Madrid youth system successfully, and who led Leverkusen to their first Bundesliga title. The football industry already knows what the problems at Real Madrid are.
Tonight on talkSPORT, Newcastle host Man City in the first leg of their Carabao Cup semi-final. Ahead of that one, Eddie Howe's admitted his defending champions are under no illusions about how hard this is going to be.
This is going to be a totally different one. I think Manchester City, the hardest team to play over 2 legs in the country. Pep, I'm sure, will tactically have something ready for us, and we'll have to be at our very best to try and get through.
And former ECB chief exec David Collier has died aged 70. Awarded an OBE in 2015, he oversaw the England men's and women's teams between 2004 and 2014. There's more at talksport.com.
Show's going quick today, and it's only a good sign. Welcome back to the last hour drive on talkSPORT. It's me, Andy Goldstein, the sneaker freak that is Darren Bent is here.
One of my favourite things to do, as everyone knows, is to collect trainers.
Ooh, I can't do that. I collect trainers as well now. Your fault. Still to come, I'll bring you team news from Newcastle against Man City. It's in the Carabao Cup. The semi-finals, the first leg. And, of course, it's a game you can hear live right here on talkSPORT.
Newcastle United have won the Carabao Cup.
The historic moment of winning was such a high for all of us that we're determined to try and go as far as we can.
City have drawn their last 3 and don't close the gap on Arsenal. Manchester City won, Brighton won.
3 draws on the spin. Man City they just don't have enough.
They've slipped up again. They seem to be putting it on a plate for Arsenal at the moment.
Ball flicks into the area. Haaland suddenly heads it over the keeper. It's a dangerous ball in. Voltamana! And the double for Newcastle United.
Newcastle's one problem this season has probably been the consistency. I think when they are at their maximum, they can beat anyone.
No, you've got Chelsea now, Manchester City, Arsenal. Don't write Newcastle off.
Yes, the Carabao Cup reaches its semi-final stage tonight, and we, of course, bring you live commentary of both games this week. Tomorrow, Chelsea host Arsenal in Liam Senior's first game at home in charge, but tonight Man City, they go to Newcastle in their semi-final first leg. One of the big talking points is that the new Man City signing, Antoine Semenyo, will be available. That is despite already playing for Bournemouth in their second round defeat to Brentford. Now, under new EFL rules, 6.4 to be precise, a player is now permitted to play for up to 2 clubs in the competition in a single season. Newcastle boss Eddie Howe has been speaking ahead of tonight's game and had his say on that scenario.
Yeah, it was nice to find out that rule had changed. Yeah, I have to say that's probably one rule change I probably wouldn't be supportive of at this current moment, but Antoine's had an incredible season. I think Manchester City have signed a very, very good player.
They have signed a very, very good player. By the way, if you're watching on YouTube, we don't know why the screen is frozen. We are working on that now to fix it.
Oh, it's a bad angle of you there.
It's a bad angle of me, yeah. Right? It could be worse, though. Anyway, on back. Listen, I'll tell you why I think that is an absolute nuts rule. It's very simple. You can have your say 03717 223355. I'll tell you why, for a number of reasons, but the main one being, in theory, Anthony Gordon can score for Newcastle tonight. They can win 1-0. Tomorrow he can sign for Man City and he can play in the return leg for Man City. Now that is insane.
Mm-hmm.
That shouldn't happen.
Yeah, no, I understand what you mean. I do think if you played in the competition once for one club, that should be it for that season. Because for those benefits, if you've obviously not progressed in the competition for your previous employers and then you go to a new club and they're getting deeper into the competition, there is an element that thinks that, yeah, that's probably not the right thing to do. But also as well, if you're Manchester City and you go to new employees, then it's irrelevant. Then maybe you should be able to play. So I understand why the rule's there for that. And for that reason you just said there, that makes a lot of sense because you go, well, how does that happen, right? Yeah. But second of all, as well, I just think it's a little bit like when a team sends you out on loan and you can't play against your parents' side. I think that's the worst rule in the world, that, because I always feel like the team, when a team sends you, this is different, but if I send you out on loan, but I'm saying, well, listen, you can't play against us, that should be irrelevant because I don't think you're good enough to play at this club anyway, which is why I'm sending you out on loan.
The only caveat to that is if you're, just say you're Arsenal, and I play for Arsenal, and then you've lent me to Man United. Yeah. The only caveat to that is if you're...
Yeah, but I'm not going to lend you to Man United.
Okay.
You never...
The team's irrelevant. The team's irrelevant.
Yeah, right.
Let's say I'm going to Ipswich,
Yeah.
right? I think if you're still paying my wages, then you've every right to say you can't play in that.
Yeah, but I'm paying some of it as well. So why should you not be able to?
No, but I'm saying if my parent club that I'm on loan from are still paying my wages, I think they've every right to say...
Oh, no, I get it, but I look at it from the other angle that you don't think I'm good enough to succeed at your club.
I'm still paying your wages. Well, I'm still paying your wages.
But I know that's different, that's loan, but I do think it's bonkers that Semenyo can play in the same competition for a different team.
Yeah, because he's already been beaten.
Yeah. Second chance saloon.
So in the Champions League, you can do that, right? You can play for your parent club, by the way, in Champions League.
Yes, I like that. I love that rule. Coutinho went back, punished Barcelona, I think it was.
Yeah, goalkeeper did it as well, didn't he? Courtois.
Yes, so I like that idea.
I'm not too sure. If you're paying his wages, I don't think you should be.
No.
But I just think, I don't think, genuinely, I'm not just saying this, but I don't think anyone can put up a decent enough argument to suggest that if you play for a club and you lose in that competition, you should be allowed to play in it again.
I can understand it from Eddie Howe's point, because he's thinking Semenyo, and I like that what he said. Semenyo this season has been absolutely unstoppable. Like, he's been brilliant for Bournemouth.
Yeah.
But still, they didn't manage to win the FA Cup tie, which is why Bournemouth went out. So now he's got another chance to go again. League Cup tie.
Bradford, I think it's Bradford they lost to in
round
2.
I understand why Eddie Howe's saying that. And also as well, Semenyo's a good player. He's on great form. Already scored for Man City on his debut and assisted as well.
Yeah. The counter-argument will be, it's the club that got knocked out, not the player. So why should the player suffer?
See, there's a bit of an argument if the player had no involvement. Then I'd go, okay.
What do you mean? Was on the bench?
On the bench, didn't come on, or was it in the squad?
I don't think you're cup-tied if you're not...
If you're in the squad, no?
I think you've got to play to be cup-tied, right?
I thought it was if you're in the match day squad in the competition.
Okay, I don't know.
We'll clarify that. But no, I think it just seems a bit odd that he's allowed to have another chance at going through in the knockout phase.
Yeah, and the fact is as well, as I mentioned there, that he could actually, I mean, Anthony Gordon could, so we could be in a scenario, I know it won't happen, but we could be in a scenario, Anthony Gordon plays tonight for Newcastle, they win 1-0, he scores the goal, then tomorrow, or next week, he signs for Man City, plays in the return leg in 3 weeks' time, and then scores 2 goals for Man City to knock out his former side.
Yeah,
so on the score sheet, he will have had all 3 goals.
I mean, it's absolutely crazy.
I don't think anyone can argue that point.
You don't think? Oh, you'll definitely find somebody to argue something.
But why? Why should it be allowed?
And it probably shouldn't be. But what I'm saying is you'll probably find someone who will say...
What about things like yellow cards? Should they carry over? Because you got that yellow card when you were playing for one team.
See, again, yellow cards are...
Should everything be scrapped? New team, do whatever you want.
No, yellow cards have to stick. Because imagine it was a horrific challenge.
Yeah.
No, yellow cards I think have to stick.
Yeah. Okay. We'll take calls. We've got lots of time to take your calls. By the way, a quick reminder as well, that game, Newcastle against Man City, kicks off at 8 p.m. talkSPORT got live commentary of that, and then the boys on the Sports Bar will be taking your calls straight after. How do you see that game going? We'll have team news by the way, in our show ahead of that game. How do you see the game going, Benny? Newcastle against City?
Oh, it'll be a great game.
Do you think both will go full strength?
I think so. I think
when you
so.
get to the semi-finals, you did.
I can see like a 2-2, 3-3.
Can you?
See, Semenyo, they got knocked out by Brentford.
I said that 2-0.
You said Bradford, but yeah, Brentford.
Did I? Sorry,
yeah.
okay.
And he came off the bench. He came on the at half time. He came on.
Yeah, so he played 45.
Yeah, it's a large chunk of time for him to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't.
How do you see the game going?
2-2. It'll be high scoring.
Who do you think will go through?
Man City.
Okay. Who needs it more? Defending champions.
I mean, neither need it more, but I think
Newcastle.
I think if Newcastle can back it up again, then that'd be incredible. Because Man City have got.
Well, then Man City again could have a trophy this season.
Could do.
Which would be bizarre.
Let's hope.
Well, yeah, from your perspective. Right, let's take calls on it. Does anyone out there think that Semenyo should be allowed to play in the competition even though he's already played in it and he's cup tied? He is allowed, by the way. I think he's wrong. You can have your say by picking up the phone and dialing in now, 03717223344. Lots of time for your calls when we come back right after this. Driver talkSPORT, me, Andy Goldstein Bent is here. Still to come, we'll bring you team news from Newcastle against Man City in the Carabao Cup semi-finals tonight. Just quickly, Moses Atoma's fight against Jermaine Franklin has been rescheduled for March after Atoma picked up an injury. Cricket form England seamer Stuart Broad says the current team do not have a drinking problem despite a series of incidents involving alcohol this winter. We've got the phone lines in a moment, but first it's time for this.
Couldn't believe he got a yellow card for that. The game's gone.
Honestly, I've seen my Sunday League team defend better than our back line. Welcome to Moni fans on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Yeah, time now to hear from Dylan Orr. Oh, Joe, you haven't written his name? Oh, Dylan Orr, sorry. From our friends at Paddy Power, who's got something he wants to get off his chest in this week's Moni fans feature. Dylan's reputation for being a bit of a moaner is well established. Let's find out what he's moaning about this week.
Why do football club owners always think fans want the next player as manager? We don't. We want to win football matches, so we want the best manager available. Someone with, European experience, Premier League experience, someone that's won trophies. They think we want someone that's had a testimonial. Look, when a club's in trouble, you don't need someone that gets the club. You need someone that gets 3 points. Fans are fed up with nostalgia-based appointments. It doesn't work, and it's a waste of time.
I've been moaning, that wasn't Dylan Orr. That's Fitzgibbon, but it doesn't matter. Benny and I are going to see if we can outmoan the moaner with our complaints of the week, and we've got 30 seconds each. Producer Joe will then whisper in my ear that I've won. Even if I haven't, he still says it. And whether or not we've eclipsed Paddy's moan in chief. Let's find out. Benny, do you want to go first or second?
You go first.
Okay. My 30 seconds of a moan this week begin now. I'm fed up with two-legged semi-finals. We don't really need them anymore. The game is congested enough. This is real for me, by the way. The game is congested enough. Even semi-finals held at Wembley for the FA Cup should not happen. When the draw is made for the semi-final, you treat it like a quarter-final or even the round before. The home team plays at home and it's one leg and the winner goes through. That's it. No extra time. Penalties. Boom. That's it. Stop with the second leg. Stop with semi-finals at Wembley. Make a semi-final like a normal. You'll never know what I was going to say. That was good, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was all right. I mean, you just kept saying the same words, but yeah.
Yeah. Only for 30 seconds, though. Do you want to have a go?
Well, then.
Go.
So I'm going to have a moan about people talking about the DNA of a football club. I mean, what does that even mean? You often hear people talk about the West Ham way or the Spurs way. I mean, I was looking at West Ham. We know they won the Conference League at, 22-23, but before that, I mean, you're going way back to the 60s when they won the Winners' Cup. I mean, is that how far DNA goes back? At some point, it has to change. So you always hear football fans going, with the DNA of the club, what is the DNA? You see so many different managers. Basically, what you're saying is you want to go back to a period where your team was successful. Just say that then. Rather than saying the DNA, I want to go back to the Fergie era of winning trophies.
You've got to stop.
Yep.
I mean, you repeated yourself quite a bit there. I didn't. But good moans.
Cheers, Joe.
Producer Joe he's told me that Andy Goldstein's won.
He did win that one.
He did. I did. Yeah. Thanks, Joe. What did I win? Nothing at all. Okay, you can stick it as well. There you go. I am the winner. Thanks to our friends at Paddy Power's Moni fans for today. 18+, gambleaway.org.
Moni fans on talkSPORT with Paddy Power.
Your hair's in bits, mate. You need to get that sorted.
I mean, Jack is on fire.
He is on fire, yeah.
It's true that.
His last show. Let's go and hear you moan, shall we? I'm asking the question whether or not if a player's played in a cup competition, he should be allowed to play in it again if his last team were knocked out and he's transferred to a new team. Let's speak to Tonka, a Wolves fan. Hi, Tonka.
How you doing? Great show, lads. Always listening to you. Keeps me awake while I'm going up and down the motorway.
Very kind and
keeps
good.
you awake on the motorway.
Yeah, good to know you're awake on the motorway. Bit of a worry, that is. Tonka, what would you like to say?
Yeah. You were quoting an example of Anthony Gordon playing in his semi-final tonight and being transferred. I was thinking about a better example would be what happens if it was a goalkeeper, yeah? Got the Newcastle goalkeeper, whoever that is, know his agent and he know there's a transfer in the offing to Man City.
Yeah.
Throws a couple of goals in on the first leg to help his new team that he goes to in the second leg. And to help him get through, so he gets transferred to the new team. And he's already thrown a couple of goals in the first leg.
Shouldn't be allowed, should it?
Yeah. No.
Shouldn't be allowed.
Oh, mate, they haven't even thought it through, have they?
No, I can't think. Thanks, Tonka. I can't think of anyone phoning up and proving that we're wrong.
Yeah.
I just don't think it's possible.
Because you're talking about match fixing, integrity of the game, then, aren't
you? Not that far down.
No, but we're talking about chucking a couple of goals in.
Yeah. Yeah. Josh is a Liverpool fan. Hi, Josh. Josh. Oh, I bet his name's not Josh. Everyone holding for talkSPORT, say your name now.
Hello?
Josh, you there? Jack, stop it. Josh, can anyone hear me? If you can hear me, say hello. I don't know what's happened to Josh. I hope he's all right. Let's speak to Jake. Hello, Jake.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Darren. How you doing?
Hi there, mate. You all right?
You all right?
Yeah. Not too bad. Just, go on.
I was going to say, do you agree with me or disagree with me?
No, I do actually. I understand your point, but I do disagree.
Ooh.
Because I just think if at the end of the day they are just employees of a club, and I think the previous caller, I understand what he's saying in terms of match fixing, but realistically, these are high-level professionals. You know, the chances of that happening, I think, are pretty low.
Yeah.
And if it was really suspected that a player was about to move to another club, then they probably wouldn't necessarily be played unless they thought that they were.
But I'm just talking from. I'm just talking from. It makes a mockery of it. You could have a player playing tonight and play the second leg for the other team.
No, yeah, I get that. I do also agree with your point on the semi-finals. I think that it should just be one game.
Yeah.
But I do think that at the end of the day, they are just employees of a company. And if they're employees of a company, then once they transfer to another company, then they should be able to just work for that company and forget the other company, essentially. That would be my take on it. I've never really understood the sort of being cut ties or any of that. I don't really agree with it, to be honest. You should be able to play for the club that you're employed for.
No, Joe, and part of me is I think, okay, if you are employed for a new club, then it should really start fresh. But
you've had a go, you lost.
Yeah, but and also as well, you made a good point about the play the first leg, the second leg, so it does bring it into integrity into the game. But
if you were okay, I'll ask my point to Lee. Maybe he agrees or disagrees. Hello, Lee.
Hello there.
How are you?
I'm very well, fellas. I love the show. A little bit disappointed that you guys are not fighting very much this evening. Backs me up when you have a pop at each other.
Well, we love each other.
Yeah.
And so, you know.
He's a bit scared, Lee. He's piped down a little bit.
And also my voice is going, so I can't shout at him. Hopefully next week I'll be back to shouting at Benty.
I look forward to it.
What would you like to say, Lee?
Yeah, I was thinking that, pretty much like your previous caller was saying, at the end of the day, they're an asset, and the company, the business, which is the new football club, should be allowed to deploy them in whichever way that they want to.
Okay, Lee, let me ask you this. Lee, let me ask you this, right?
Yeah.
Bournemouth, they're playing in the third round of the League Cup. Right, goes to penalties. Semenyo steps up, misses. Bournemouth go out. Fast forward to next month. Semenyo is the captain of his new team, and he's lifting the League Cup. Now that don't sit right with me.
Why is he captain?
Yeah,
he's going to lift the cup regardless if he's captain or not.
All right, but imagine, I'm just about point 3 point. He walks up the step, picks it up, lifts it above his head.
Yeah, same thing. He's not captain.
Okay, not captain, but he's a winner. That don't feel right to me.
No, but it feels right for the Man City fans and the Man City club.
Yeah, but I just don't think that's fair. Do you think that sits right with you?
Yeah, I think so. So long as all the clubs can do it. So all the clubs are able to hire or buy whichever players they want. So it's a fair and even playing field for everyone if they want to.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good argument, that, because you're right. If they want to buy him and he's effectively gone to a new team, then it's a new start. Really, it's a new start, isn't it? I know it's the same competition, but new start.
It's madness.
And it's only it's not going to be like everyone's going to be moving all over the place. It's about a very few.
I know, but I just wouldn't allow it.
No, mate. I'm saying.
What,
captain.
Okay, what about this, right? What about this? If you're playing for Arsenal and you're playing against Bournemouth, and you beat them, and Semenyo's in that Bournemouth side, and then he gets transferred for Man City, and now you've got Man City and Semenyo's up against you again.
I said we've dealt with them once, we're dealing with them again.
Okay. Paul is a Leeds fan. Hi, Paul.
Hi, Andy.
How are you?
I go. I'm good, thank you. Yes, I go one step further.
Go on.
Semenya, obviously, he's got this clause in his contract. He may know he's already going to Manchester City. If Bournemouth had Manchester City in the round previously, and he had a sitter, and he thinks, well, I'm not going to get this with Bournemouth, so I'm going to miss this one. It leaves that open to debate. Does somebody actually try their hardest when they're playing against somebody who they know they may be going to?
Are you accusing footballers of cheating?
I'm not accusing them of cheating. I'm accusing them of looking after themselves.
No, but I think in that scenario, I think most footballers would do the right thing.
Most, he said, though.
No, I think they'd all do the right thing in that particular scenario.
It's similar, like when talking about loan players and loan players actually playing for not being able to play against parent clubs. You know, it may be that they're where they would normally play, they're playing against a superstar, or the person who's in their club is a superstar who may be moving on next year. Now that parent club may be saying, "I do want you. I don't want to sell you because I think you've got a future with us. So you go somewhere else." Now, if they go and play against their parent club and they score a hat-trick or they score something and that parent club then fails to achieve it. Yeah, exactly.
Paul, would you miss on purpose?
Yeah, if I was moving somewhere else and I knew I had a better chance of, it's all about achieving goals and actually winning the cup.
Your team's Leeds, right?
Your
team's Leeds. Right?
Yes.
You know you're leaving Leeds, but you've got to take a penalty for them.
I would never leave Leeds, Andy. This is the thing.
No, the fans didn't like you. The fans didn't like you. You've been really, really poor for them, and they're on your back. They're on your case. They want you to leave. They've made songs up about you, and you've got to go. Right? Are you missing that penalty?
No, I would work very, very hard.
No, it's too
to
late.
Make sure that
Manager's already slagged you off. He said, "Last thing I want at Leeds, Ellen Road. I don't pull about." I'm glad he's gone.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you miss?
Well, no, I would just have to wait for another manager to arrive then.
No, manager's just signed a new 10-year deal. He's going nowhere.
Okay, I can't. No, I would never. Leeds would be the only time that I would say that I would.
There's big banners up.
Try my best
big
for them.
banners. Good riddance, Paul. It says on the banners. Can't wait for you to leave.
Then I would just have to. I would just have to take that. You know, I've tried my best for them. If I'm not good enough for them, and the fans say that I'm not good enough for them, I have to respect them because we are
You know what
Leeds.
you've done?
We are all Leeds.
You've signed for Man United as well.
No, we haven't. No, Alan Smith is the worst traitor in history.
Not as bad as you. You just missed a penalty on purpose for Leeds. You're a disgrace, you are, Paul. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you, and same to you, Andy.
Thanks,
You
man.
take care.
Thanks, you too. Can't believe that. Paul's disgrace, isn't
Honestly.
it? The integrity of Paul.
He spoke about the integrity of footballers. He did it.
Done it.
You know what I mean?
Smashed it over the bar at Ellen Road. Disgusting. Excuse me. Still to come.
That's disgusting.
We'll have team news. I didn't know it was coming. We'll have team news from Newcastle against Man City in the Carabao Cup semis. First, it's time for a bit of no Googling. We want to know who scored the first winning goal. Who scored the first winning goal in a League Cup final at the new Wembley? I'll give you a clue. It's known as the Alice Band final. Bet you didn't know that. The answer to that and team news coming up live on Drive and talkSPORT in seconds. Stay there.